Well. Good afternoon, or good morning, or good evening, no matter where you are in the world, and welcome to yet another Hunt Premier Tournament event. This time we have got our North American majors. It's a £10,000 prize pool, which for you Freedom units over there, it's approximately $12,500. So big money up for grabs in today's event. Many of you might have seen our Challengers event, which had led up to the majors, and some of our duo events as well. But basically, this NA event and the EU event next week is the finale, so to speak, of our tournament series for the Wipe Cycle. So it's all here, and we'll get to see everything happening all in one place. For those that don't know me, my name is Philbo. I look after the things to be at Home Premier, and here to do your production and show you the amazing competitors who are playing today. And I'm joined by these two lovely gentlemen on either side of me. We've got Afraid and Bushwoogie.
G'day, Philbo.
How you do? How you?
Super excited to be back.
I know, yeah. Returning champion is always Afraid, and guest first time caster here, Bushwoogie. How are you?
Good. I'm happy to be a part of it and looking forward to this tournament for sure.
Excellent. So that's what I love to hear. So we got our players deploying to their first raid in approximately 15 minutes time. So in the meantime, what we're going to do for you guys at home is get a hold of those rules, let you guys see them and understand them, and talk about a bit about what we've actually got going on here today. I do want to remind you that drops is enabled for the event, so if you don't see it above the chat bar, make sure you give this screen a refresh. You should be having them, and the drops today are amazing, right? I think it's like a killer armor, Bitcoin, some sugar, MK47, something else as well, right? There's
Intel folder.
Absolutely awesome drops, and you use that Intel folder in your scav case to get even better loot. Telling you, good stuff. It's good stuff.
You've greased the right palms this time around. I've made sure that mine are working right now. I'm gonna have them all ticking over, and it looks like there's a little bit of a buffer at the end as well. So if you haven't refreshed your screen now, there's still a little bit of time to make sure that those drops are working. I think the final ones come in at around the 2.5 hour mark, so definitely plenty of time to grab all of those really good drops.
Yeah. Some good money to be made from today's drops. In terms of our players today, here are our major participants who are taking part, all 100 players. I'm not going to read them out for you, chat. You can go find all 100 players on our socials, or you can have a quick read of them there. See if we can find the streamer of your choice. Out for everyone in chat, who here is representing your streamer today? So if you're rooting for someone in particular, chat, make sure you get that name spammed in chat. I want to see who you are rooting for today. So there's a list of competitors. Who are we thinking is going to win today? Get that name spammed in the chat itself, so we can actually go ahead and have a look at that. With regards to the prize pool and who we're going to be seeing winning, here are our top 16 places which we do pay out. We pay out £100 to 13th to 16th, 150 for 11th and 12th, 200 for 10th. 259, 308, so on and so forth, all the way to first place, which is £3,200. It's approximately just shy of $4,000 for first place, which is one hell of a prize money. Sheesh. Oh, yeah. I know, right? Absolutely insane amount of money. And then I guess it all comes down to the rules itself. So all the people in the tournament, they know what they're going to be doing today, but just to let you know, guys and girls, the chat, what we're going to be doing. So today, Home Premier Team proudly presents the AMPED Major, a tactical PvPvE tournament hosted on private servers with player accounts provided by Escape from Tarkov developers BSG. Players are going to be competing against each other to secure objectives, and that's going to be during the course of 3 hours over on Customs. In terms of the actual points breakdown, every PMC kill that they get is 5 points. Any dog tog that they get out with is 2 points. Scavs and guard kills are 1 point. Boss kill, which is Rashala, is 10 points. And survival status with an FP 100 filter is 7 points. As it says, operatives are tasked with locating and extracting FP 100 filters on the map. There's 4 on the map in total, and they're going to be found in the director's office over in Big Red, We've got one in the manager's office of gas station, and we've also got one in small dorms and also in big dorms. What the players get in terms of making sure that they succeed, they get 10 million rubles, which is more than enough. I think that's actually more than what I've got on my main account, I'm not going to lie. $10,000 as well. They get 10 waters and 10 MREs because killing PMCs is hungry work. They get 5 contact 2s, 2 current armor vests, a factory exit key, and an ibuprofen as well. And obviously the keys for the objective rooms that they get there as well for all the FP 100 filters. They've got level 40 strength and endurance and level 25 for all other skills. In terms of the hideout and the traders, they've got all of their traders to maximum loyalty. Weapons and shooting range is constructed so that they could do presets and also test the weapons. And the interesting thing that we do over at Hunt is we actually ban and block the purchase of 7.62 BP and also the PNB. Isn't it PPB? I think that's a typo. 9mm from all available vendors as well. And then with regards to the raid information, as you know, it's played on customs. The raid timer is 20 minutes, so we've reduced it to 20 minutes. And minimum players that will get into a raid is 6, and the maximum number of players that get into a raid is 12. So the way that it works with regards to the matching is once somebody dies, they will be able to gear up and queue again. So as soon as there is 6 players available to go into that raid, it'll start deploying them. So if everyone's in a raid and someone dies quickly, and if they're matching for maybe 5, 6, 7 minutes, that's just because they're waiting for a minimum amount of players to put them into their next raid. Rashala's got a 100% spawn rate, and to do a little twist on things, we actually increased the number of guards that Rashala has to 7. And they're over by, what's it called? I'm having a brain fart here, Fred. Where did this spawn?
The fortress. The
fortress, yeah.
All be around there every single raid.
Yeah. All around fortress, 100% spawn chance. And goons don't spawn whatsoever. So we don't have to worry about them. Just some additional rules I want to go. I'm not going to read them all out, but the AMXC is allowed to be used today. They can't use the MK18 though. There's no thermals to be used. All the points are tracked by the API. And if you do ! scoreboard, you'll be able to see that on the BSG website. And you'll also be able to see our brand new custom player cards, which has been put together by Fence League. And hopefully we've got a mod in chat who'll be able to shout out Fence League channel for us, and also to put their website link also in the chat for us as well. But they are the guys and girls over there have put, and thanks to Dan Burgundy, put together this this new scoreboard for us for all of the individual players. So when you're watching your streamer, you'll be able to see where they are in the tournament. You'll be able to see how many PMC kills they've got, scav kills they've got, etc. It's honestly a top-notch upgrade for the tournament, and I'm very, very grateful for all their hard work. Dan Burgundy, even today, has woke up early, been sweating to get it ready, so I really appreciate that, man. There he is in chat. Much love, brother. Thank you so much for all the help with regards to that. But yeah, tiebreakers will be solved according to PMC kills, and if we have a PMC kill tiebreaker, it'll then be done by the number of FP 100 filters that we get out of the raid itself. And that's the general gist of today's event. It's going to be a fun one. It's going to be fast-paced. There's going to be loads of action. There's going to be loads of death. And hopefully we're going to have some memes. Honestly, it's all about the memes. What do you call Bushwookie? SVT.
SVT.
What do you call it? Just an SVT?
I call it just an SVT.
Just an SVT. A normal word for a gun, yeah? SVT.
Yeah.
This man.
No.
Oh,
Don't be. I'm sorry. You are appreciating the broom handle far too much. It is. It does not deserve to be called a gun. It is a piece of wood with a barrel strapped to it, and I'm not about it.
That's what the Mosin is.
He calls it a broomstick.
I call the Mosin a boat oar, so...
Okay, fair enough.
It doubles as a boat oar. Like, if you get stuck in a canoe, I'm Canadian, so if you ever get stuck in a canoe, you can use it as a boat oar. It's no problem. I love the Mosin myself. SVT, very, very powerful gun. I'm really interested in seeing what weapons people would be using with the bans on the BP and the 9mm.
We generally see a lot of users immediately going towards like the MDR 308 for the M80 purchases that they've got. M62 there as well, but we still see in the Challenger series that a lot of people still use the 762 PP as opposed to the BP. That's a difficult one to say. But it's just a case of some of the guards can have that tier 5 and tier 6 armor on occasion, so it can be kind of a rough one to fight those with it. And we do have our players have the flexibility to buy the Thor armor as well if it's on reset. So taking down how many bullets do you think it will take to thorax somebody with a 762 PP through a Thor armor?
Ooh, that's got to be quite a few, I would say. You're probably looking 7 or 8, and you mentioned that Rashala's guards can also have that tier 5 armor as well, and with 7 of them, that's a lot of magazines you need to be bringing in with you, because they're not going to give you an opportunity to fall back, reload, do what you need to do. You're going to be out in the open, or you're going to be in there in the fortress dicing it out, and they are aggressive when they spawn in fortress. I don't know if anyone's gone up against them recently since all of the boss spawn changes that we've seen, but it's a tough fight around that area.
Yeah, no, it really is. It's a bit of a firing squad. When you go into that area, we actually did a couple of test raids yesterday, and for some reason they were inside Crack House. I went to Fortress, we're like, hey, where are they? And then we're getting beamed from Crack House. They'd managed to go into the downstairs, and they were just chilling in that front door area. So I wonder if they'll do something similar this time around as well.
But I think
I'm noticed that they.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, by all means, please.
Okay. I think what I'm looking forward to a lot is the fact that the boss and the guards spawn at Fortress. With the filters being at dorms, are we going to see a lot of PvP at dorms, or are we going to see a lot of Fortress? Because that's a lot of points, with 10 points for a boss. You want to go for that boss plus his guards, and then there's no filter over there, though, so we'll see. I'm really excited. I've loved customs as a tournament map. I think it gives you the most variety as far as like long range fights, close range fights. You got the boss, you got the filters, you got everything. This is gonna be a really fun tournament to watch and see how people adapt to whatever playstyle they want to play. I'm really looking forward to it.
If we could, with customs, the only thing that is kind of like a downside for us as a tournament host is the big red spawn. And we can only put one item over there, and you can kind of get 2 spawns, the one next to the train and trailer park on the corner. So they tend to fight each other out, which is like kind of segregating you from the rest of the action with the boss and the dorms fights. But we just can't get the spawns switched off, just some limitations, which hopefully we'll be able to have access to later on. But yeah, we want to make sure our points are spread out as much as possible. People tend to go for the dorms push. We have a lot of fighting. To be fair, we always tend to have fighting everywhere. Like they say, Big Red, dorms, and we do have the people who go for the boss. But what we found in the challenges is everyone went to dorms first, had their little bit say to each other in a friendly way, picked up the filters if they could, and then they buggered off to Rashala to try and get the kills. Unless they got 2 filters, then they just took the extract.
I will say I did really enjoy the fights around Big Red in the duo match, because it was a real game changer for every team that spawned over there, because either you won out and then you had the opportunity to grab a filter and then just go through and third party anything else that was going on, or you might have lost your duo partner and all of a sudden you have a 13 kilo filter on you. You're by yourself and you have an entire map that you need to trek across. And remember, as you said earlier, these accounts do not have elite strength. They have level 40 strength, meaning that their gear that they're carrying will count towards their PMC weight. So that filter can mean the difference between being able to run all the way across the land bridge, or having to stop halfway along to, regain some of that stamina, let it all come back and make the rest of the sprint over to Ruaf.
Yeah,
and that's 7 points too. So it is a lot of points for one of those filters. It's not, it's gonna be interesting. I'm excited.
What would you be your weapon of choice if you were to come into this?
Afraid, go ahead.
Oh, for me, look, I would still be sticking with the MDR. I'm a big 308 tragic, particularly like you said earlier. You know, this is one of those matches where customs will allow you to take engagements at long range. You can get right up close in CQB, and for me, the MDR is a really versatile gun. It's short enough, being a bullpup, meaning that you can swing it around in the dorms if you need to, but it does have that long range 308 stopping power, which is really, really valuable if you're trying to, you know, check out anyone that is moving across Fortress, or if you happen to spawn over at Big Red and you want to be able to take out anyone that's moving over to the Ruaf extract, or even check Smuggler's Boat. It's just such a versatile weapon and would definitely be my go-to for this lineup.
I think that's an excellent choice, especially with having the option of M62s and M80s. Everything you just said is correct. Now, I personally would start with the Mosin just because that's what I do. But then after I die, right away, I would switch over to that gun myself. Or just anything auto. You know, you want that automatic spray for when you go inside dorms or inside stronghold and you're just, somebody swings on you in a corner and you just need to react. So make sure you flip it to auto too. I've had that in a tournament where I forget to switch it over to auto and I'm like, oh shoot. So yeah.
I think we've all fallen victim to doing that, even just on main raids, loading into raid, thinking that you're on full auto, going to kill a player or two, and one taps from the thorax, then you have that oh shit moment.
That's the thing with tournament players. You can see, like, there's two different types of players, right? There's Tarkov players and there's tournament players. And when you watch tournament players, you can see a lot of times in the bottom right of the screen is that you can see that full auto thing popping up. A lot of times you can hear it clicking because they want to make sure they're in auto. I don't know. I personally don't do it. I think it's just like a force of habit. That you just see that clicking over. They want to make sure that they're in full auto. They do not want to mess that up. So it's one little detail that tournament players have that like regular chads might not even have basically in the back of their head to just always do that.
I do really enjoy the little tournament rituals that everyone has. I've seen a lot of people, they do the same thing. They either flick between their fire modes. I've seen a lot of people that will run around, even though they've just spawned in, the first thing they do is a mag check to make sure that they've actually got the right rounds in the gun and everything like that. And you see them, a lot of people, they do that. They go through, they hit their PKs, they do everything, and you can see that there is a list in their mind that they're going through. And this being the majors, these are all seasoned competitors. Like, these are what you would call tournament players, right? They've all, you know, got a number of events under their belt. I'm actually kind of interested, now that you've mentioned that, I want to check them out and see what everyone's starting ritual is, because this is one of the things that I do. What I see people do here, the winners in particular, I try and absorb some of their habits after watching them for a few hours every time.
I think my worst habit I picked up was the constant changing of auto, single, auto, single, auto, single. Even when I'm using an SR25, I'm still single, 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 single.
One nice thing about a tournament is that they are allowed to have coaches in their chat with them to remind them of like little things. So if they're spending too much time walking around the dorms looking for the filter, or they have the filters, like, just move along, just keep going. So having a coach in your chat, I always found, was like really big for tournaments.
Yeah, they can have their own tournament moderators. Their own Twitch moderators, stream moderators. They can be their coaches. We do give them that option if they wanted to. Some people like to just to hunker down and do it all themselves, but some people need that little friendly reminder in their ear, and sometimes we hear that throughout the competition as well. Okay,
yeah, you cannot understate, how much pressure there is on all of these players in a tournament setting to try and remember everything that they need to do. And there is a lot. It's not like a normal raid where you go in and you can like stop for a moment, scratch your head, think about what you're doing, and plan it all out. It all happens, and it all happens quickly.
Yes, especially with private server where everybody's got the exact same goal in mind. It's not a live server event, so it's not like little Timmy, two shoes is running around and you can just shoot him in the back of the head. These guys are checking every single corner. They're swinging every single corner. It's a different gameplay style, and it's really fun to watch.
Okay, I've just having a check there. All the players are now in lobby. They're all matching up, just waiting to be put to their first raid, and we've actually got some people deploying, so let's head over to the first deployer. Good luck, ladies and gents.
Perfect.
That's doable.
Fantastic, and we're on board with Viben. This is I think one of the new streamer item winner POVs, right, Bush?
Yes, congratulations to Viben. I think he finished second, if I'm not mistaken. Insect coming in third, and Tamathy coming in first for the streamer challenge. This is probably one of my favorites going into this tournament.
Maybe your
Just
coach? I don't know.
he's just
We talked about it
unreal.
yesterday, but I don't know
Like,
if they
if you watched any of the streamer challenge, he was just on top of it constantly, and
that's a good
coming out
start.
with a very well-deserved second place. So, hats off to him. GG's.
My
really excited
character's
to be
not
on board with
fucking Terry.
Viben has been one of those players that has always been in just about every tournament that I've seen, a really common name and always up near the tippy top. You could also say the same about the gentleman that we are joining now.
I was just about to say that. Trey24K finished in 4th place for the streamer challenge, just behind Insec by about, what was it, 50 points? I thought they tied. At one point, I thought the points were tied, but just what a great tournament player. Getting into a little bit of trouble here early.
Oh my god.
Getting the
But he's able
kill,
to-
though?
He did. That was a great recovery there, Bush. He could tell the fact that he was taking damage to all different limbs. That it was a bit of a spray and pray through the bush. So making the right call there to drop down, but it has cost him his thorax. He is going to be struggling in the next fight.
Yeah, so now he's got a decision to make. Now, if he has a coach in chat, he might tell him, all right, I think you got the kill. You're in real big trouble here. You're one shot to the thorax. Maybe just find your way out at this point. But it's Trey24K. He's probably just going to stay in the fight and just go off, right?
Remember, if you don't get shot, you don't die.
That's right.
Volitha in that big red spawn that we talked about earlier, taking the win there. Now, usually we only see 2 spawns at this side of the map, so Volitha will know that there's a little bit of time to go in and grab that filter. We saw that door was already unlocked, so it might have been a bit of a late fight there. We can see some damage to his Thor armor already, so we may have missed a bit of a Barney.
Quite possibly, yeah. He's got a little bit of damage. Now he's got to trek this filter all the way across the map, so he's got to be real careful when he's coming around any corner. It'll be interesting to see which path he decides to take, because if he's taking Stronghold way, we know that Rashala is going to be over there. It looks like he got M3D. And I thought I saw another body, but it might have been a scav. Let's see. Yeah,
I
he
think
just
that was
ran right
a
past it.
PMC, which
There's a couple of them here, yeah.
Yeah, I may be eating my words here, because it looks like we may have had 3 spawns on this side, a very rare occurrence, or it might have been a rotate back, I suppose, from either the Ruaf or the Smuggler's Boat spawn.
Yep, and you could see the RD704 here for Trey with the Razor on top, which is a great combo. RD is a very strong weapon to use for this. We saw M3D, I think, had an MK47 there. So a lot of automatic weapons, very similar weapons to use right off the hop of the tournament. I'm really interested in seeing how he whips out the AXMC. That's quite the weapon to use for this kind of tournament.
I always have a little bit of a giggle when I see the AXMC come out, because for me, I'm not great with the old bolt action, so it always feels like a bit of a meme. And then I see the amount of damage that these players can do with that huge caliber bolty is just fantastic.
That's the thing. You don't have to rely on a headshot with the AXMC. You can basically just a thorax or headshot, and it's just going to be a one tap, and it does a lot of damage if you don't hit the thorax or the head. So it's a great weapon, but you got to recover quick. Mandini's in a fight here at Stronghold. Double kill here. Looking for Rashala possibly too. He's going to be picking up a lot of points here.
Especially if he can get Rashala, again, worth a huge number of points, 10 if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. 10 points. Great jump. Mandini just showing a true sense of skill here, just by doing that little hop, getting the kill, going back down, packing his mags. Stressing out, though, you can hear that.
That's a lot of pressure. He's in there dicing it out with Rashala, but again, showing the map knowledge too, being able to hear exactly where those shots were coming from. That small amount of metal noise, the shots knowing he could jump up onto the barrel there. And like I said, another big red fight.
Yes.
And it
look
sounds
at
like
this.
a 3-way.
3 players here by Kagon the... how do you say his name? Kagon the Low? Keegan?
KG on the low is how I've always.
KG on the low. Okay. Yeah, it looks like you know, pretty early into the raid still, but 3 guys over at Big Red fighting for the filter at this point.
Is that just me?
Grenade comes
Nade
in.
comes sailing in there, but it's also given away the location. Knows that they're back at the breach somewhere. They haven't actually pushed into the yard yet.
And here we go, where I thought we'd see a lot of PvP inside the dorms. Unlocking the door where the filter is, possibly. Are
Very
they all
interesting
in?
to see a fight in dorms.
Oh, he's got one already on him. Okay, so he's grabbing the filters. He knows that the tiebreak is the filters, correct?
Oh, this is a very cheeky spot from Gingy, opting to get them on the unlock, and that worked so well. So this is giving me vibes of when Shooterborn used to always be done off the top of the trailer park roof onto that spot, because you'd always be able to get them in that few seconds that they unlock the door.
Yeah, and you could tell with her smile after that, she knew that was a cheeky play. Gingy, of course, coming off of Twitch Rivals, finishing in first with M3D as a team. I can't remember the third person was in that team, but a very strong competitor in this one. Speaking of M3D, here we go. On board with him at, looks like
Another big red fight.
Yep. Didn't get the kill there.
I was going to say that is one of the few times that I've seen the point fire not work for M.
It's a very,
has
very
done some-
strong competitor. M3D is an absolute Chad. If you guys don't follow him, you should get on board and start watching this guy, because Twitch Rivals winner just won himself the Tarkov Arena tournament at TwitchCon, and just an absolute boss at this game. And you can see why. Picks up the kill, gets the tag, moves along.
Now I'm wondering if we will
Behind
see
me.
a third fight there.
Scav over
No,
there.
as we jump over to
That was a
Cullen.
good nade.
Again, another very familiar
Fucking
face
great
in
nade.
these hunt tournaments. We often see Cullen jumping in and
Right on
duking
that
it out
corner,
with
right in
the
front of
rest
me
of
in
the
the
NA
corner.
players.
Up the use of the VoIP there.
There we go.
Or is that a... Yeah, I think it was just a player,
Oh
right?
shit! Run on me.
Oh,
Definitely was a player there.
Yeah.
Not being given any breathing room though. The nades coming in instantly. I think that might have been from a scav though. I don't think we're seeing a third party
Fucking
on the
great
PMC fight here.
McScruffin.
And remember, the Rashala guards will actually rotate around a little bit. I don't know if you've seen that in the live raids, but they are much more happy to leave their spawn and go and chase down players when they see them.
One big thing that I noticed with Cullen there was that he's using 40-round mags opposed to using a 30-round mag. Those 10 extra bullets can make such a big difference between living and dying.
I'm a big fan of the 40 rounders because you don't cop the ergo penalty that you do with the 50 and 60 round mags.
Yeah. Great kill there by Looney Goon. Nice work. Looks like there's a few dead bodies in here. Let's see if he cleaned them all up. Another
It is
PMC.
BR Death Angel, yes.
For those watching the stream too, here we're on board with Vato, and you can see in the top with his total points, you can also see like how they're doing with PMC kills, what dog tags they got, how many boss kills. So it's a great little scoreboard to keep track of like who we're watching, and tells you what place they're in. I love that.
Very, very cool addition. Thanks to Dan Burgundy and the team over at Fence GG.
Yeah. So we're seeing a lot of those RDs and M4 so far. A lot more RDs than anything else as of right now.
Interesting to see the late fight at Big Red here. Now, does Razzle? No, okay, no filter on board
don't
with
think he
Razzle.
has
Might have
anything
opted
crossed,
to
but
avoid
it's
the
just a little
fight, but
distance,
still managed to run into Vasquez.
The Apollo here with an M4. Seen a lot
Outside
of
new gas.
seen a lot of voodoos and razors thus far. I don't think we've seen a different sight just yet. So of course, very important for using for the long range and the short range fights. But once
That's
you're
right,
within what 20 meters or so, wouldn't you want to just hip fire, or is that just me?
I do find a lot of people, it's kind of that some people are really comfortable with the point fire out to around 40 or 50 meters. And then you get some people that the moment it's more than 15 meters, they would rather ADS. And you can see in the FOV setup and everything that they use, they get a really good sight picture. You don't get that shrouding even with those full auto guns. We saw that with Apollo just then.
On board here with Cass, no shot, and I eat my words. He's using an EOTech on top of his. I'm trying to see what gun that is. M4. Love that he's spamming his VoIP as well. It's great. I was wondering how much of that we're going to see in the tournament.
It's a big favorite of mine. That psychological warfare. You know that someone is there to fight. You know they're a PvPer. They don't care if you know they're there. They don't care if you can hear them. They rate themselves well enough that they're just going to go and duke it out with you. So absolutely love it.
Yeah, that's the funny thing is like when you're in a regular raid on live servers and you hear somebody VoIPing at you, you're kind of like, oh shoot, here we go. But in this tournament, everybody's, that player. So are they really intimidated by it? I'm not sure. Just fight back and then go have a fight. Ooh, Snipe getting into a little bit of trouble here. There was a dead PMC there. I'm not sure if he picked that up. Somebody coming up the little path there.
Just staring down, looking for that one pixel out of place.
Exactly.
We've seen that people are very happy to just spray and pray through the bushes here. That earlier interaction with Trey, costing him his thorax and arms and everything else.
That's one big difference maker. If you run this game enough, if you see that one little pixel move, you know exactly where to move, or where to look. Smitty in a little bit of trouble here, using the tree as... See, he's got a filter on him, so he's going to have a little bit less ability to move here quick. I think he got that head tap. That was a beautiful shot. Great work by Smitty.
I think you're right, and that's the thing with a player like this. If you don't take Smitty out in that first engagement, he is going to rally and he's going to figure out where you are, and you are going back to the lobby.
That was very, very impressive. Fighting Stronghold. On board with Vibin. Vibin's he's trying to become the boss of Stronghold. He's just gonna hold it down and pick up all the kills inside here.
What do I
I mean, it's solid play, right?
Very solid play. You know that the bosses were there. There's an MK16 he just picked up. So, well, I'm interested in seeing how many people just start bringing out gear as well. I think guns would be second priority to ammo if you're not hitting that reset.
That's right. And economy in these tournaments over 3 hours is definitely a big consideration, because we've seen that previously where people bring out their best kits in the first hour and they are destitute about 2 hours in. We start seeing the Mosins and shotguns coming out.
So here's the situation. Miss Trash picks up a beautiful kill there. She ADS'd when that fight was so close and she got away with it. I would have loved to see a hip fire there, but she made it work for her. So GG's.
I thought that was going to go south. We saw that Miss Trash got caught in the bushes trying to rotate out to get the opportunity to take a second shot at that PMC. Almost cost her dearly.
Sometimes the bushes are your friend, but if somebody sees you, you're kind of screwed, because you're what's the movement penalty for being in a bush? Like, you move down like 20%?
Yes, yeah, it is enough to cost you dearly.
I actually didn't catch what weapon she was using there, but it looked like a semi-auto rifle, and great kill by her.
SR-25, if I'm not mistaken. And it looked like she was going to do the jump up there to try and watch the door going into the Tarconi director's office. Ooh, we hear Ashala's voice line. He is still up, but there is another PMC here trying to snipe the kill from...
He is surrounded here. Dillinger is absolutely surrounded. Great kills, though, on Rashala, and it looks like one of the guards.
Did you see that spray transfer, though? Made it look easy.
Oh my goodness. He's in one right now.
Oh, that was a real nade. I thought that was a sound alert. I forgot those are off. Where's he? Back.
I love seeing how animated Dylan is. You can see his little screen cam there, and he's looking around. He's moving quickly. I'm a big fan of the IRL movers when it comes to Tarkov fights.
Dude, that nade was devastating. That nade was almost a game.
Another 40-round mag packing him quick. He's going to need him for this. He's basically in the middle
I'm
of
so
Stronghold right
scared.
now and a little bit of trouble. Using the RD here.
We just saw the live update on that scorecard up in the top left as well. Very, very cool.
I love it. It's so clean. I just love how it looks. Squeaker playing like he heard somebody.
And he
Right by the
definitely
buses
did. There
too.
was some running over near the breach. I don't know if it was heading towards him or away. No, definitely towards. And there,
Great kill.
with the point fire from that MDR.
Yeah. Played it smart. Just kind of waited, listening. Ooh, a TX-15. One gun I didn't think I would see.
I do really like the TX-15.
Mm-hmm.
Such a nice gun, but again, not the greatest weapon to use in some of those panic situations where you really need the what do they call it? The panic switch, the full auto.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Especially coming up against the MDR there. My apologies. So even if he was able to swing, he's got the full auto versus him. It was going to be a kind of trouble for him anyway.
That's right.
Grenade coming
I've
here
heard-
at left. Ooh.
I've heard in 9 hours. I'm going to guess this is either Plum or M3D. Both big enjoyers of the 9 hours. We're going to see this. It was Plum. There you go.
There you go.
Picked it.
Great kill by left there. He got a grenade come in, damaged him right away, and then he still picked up the kill though. Great work. Very hard to see past those flashlights. So anybody that's using flashlights, what's your strategy to shooting against a flashlight? Just shoot at the brightest point?
That is what I always do. There's really nothing else that you can do, particularly if you have brightness added in your post effects. I find they make the flashlights just absolutely aggressive.
Yeah, my problem with the flashlight right in my face is I panic and turn the other way and run away. And then I get shot in the back. Niven hearing something outside. Again, a lot of fights here at at the Tarconi office. That big red. It's like a 1v1 outside, and he's gonna third party here.
Very, very solid play. Remember, this is a marathon and not a sprint, so sometimes you are
Exactly.
better off
Hilarious.
to the victor go the spoils, right?
Exactly. Definitely want to take your time. You don't want to, get yourself overcommitted at the beginning, because you see a lot of times in a tournament where people rush so hard at the beginning of the tournament and just die like 3 times in a row, and then they're just down on themselves. Just take your time, do what you can in the raid, pick up the great kill there by Niven. See? I mean, that player's not going to like it, but, it's smart play by Niven there.
It was definitely a really good play because, he heard the metal and he knew that if he waited for a second, that key animation would start, and that's a free kill and a free filter.
Wait, I'm cheating here. Just dropped down, broke his legs. I'm assuming he's got a filter on him then, because that wasn't a very high drop to break your legs. SVD. Interesting choice of gun, but again, like TX-15, go semi-auto. This gun hits pretty hard though. If you're using those PS rounds, they're a great round to use. I love the SVDS. Ooh.
And that is exactly why the SVDS is such a great.
Oh man.
Look, I've never been fantastic with it, but I had a friend say, look, the SVD, you need to treat it like it's a shotgun that works at 300 meters.
That was just a beautiful. That's why Sherman uses that thing. And you wonder why everybody dies so fast to Sherman. That's why.
Other people.
That gun is
testing,
really, really
yeah.
well. And especially when you put it on somebody's hands like, wait, I'm cheating, you know?
Yeah, super excited to see Wade I'm cheating back in tournaments. Definitely one of my favorite competitive players.
The no helmet Chad here. Getting himself a kill. Pushing inside a stronghold. 2 dead bodies outside. A lot of action must have been taking place in here. Grenade coming in. Whoever's inside there is going to have themselves a tough time getting out.
Especially with the fire rate of that HK, you know, you can really swing that opening.
He's playing it smart though, just throwing grenades in. Not rushing himself inside. You know, a person will be holding that angle. Are they inside? There you go. Perfect.
Nice.
Got him with that nade.
He had, what, 3 grenades there ready to go, so that was very smart of him to just keep spamming the nade inside there, and you know you're eventually going to get the kill with that, instead of running in and possibly just dying for no reason if you have those grenades.
That's right. And seeing all those Rashala guards around means that, you know, you don't have to be stingy with the grenades, because if you take the win, you'll be able to pick up all of those nades and keep going.
There's that point
Zek
player
pulling off, yeah, pulling off the left-hand swing there as well.
Great job by Zach. We haven't seen dorms too much. I'm very surprised by that, but at the same time, I think the most points are in this area, especially if all the PMCs are going to start filtering over here. You're going to see a lot of fights over here today.
That's right. And if it was anything like the duos, we saw that if you had a spawn near dorms, you would run into dorms,
we go.
grab that
Let's go.
filter, and then bail
bad.
and head towards either New Gas or over here to the fortress to try and grab some additional points.
Oh no!
That's one thing I like about tournaments too, when you see a lot of the same players playing over and over, is that they all know each other. You know, they love playing against each other, so it's a lot of fun when you get a kill on your friend. You know, if Gingy kills M3D, they were just on a team. So it's a great little competition. There's no hard feelings at the end of the day. It's just everybody's having a good time. I love it.
That's it. And there's always another tournament, right? I've often heard about the whole, oh, I got you back for what you did to me in the trios. And
Exactly. That's what you get for TKing me earlier. Wow. Where is she getting shot from there?
might have been over near the glass medical building.
Interesting. I would have loved to see the angle where that came in from. She had that. She had that look like basically, her face was like my face. I wasn't sure where she got shot from.
No,
It's a boss kill.
just heard. Yeah, there you go. Punished
Gotcha.
by, punished by Rashala. This is definitely my least favorite filter location.
No way.
Whoa,
Wow, great kill by Chuck.
that was unlucky on the initial push, but was luckily able to seal the deal there.
Who we get?
On the
Oh, we got
repeat.
Blaze, boys! What? It's he.
Killed Blazed in that fight, and Blazed is one of those streamers
he had no
that,
clue I
that
was
plays
in there.
customs and knows every single drop in dorms. Absolute unreal player. Great kill by Chuck there. I think it was he using a 40 rounder as well.
I
Couldn't
think he had
see
the
'cause it's
30
bigger.
rounders on him.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was the. I will say, Blaze again, amazing player. If I went up against him in a tournament and was able to pull that off, I would retire. That would be it. That is the peak, the pinnacle of my Tarkov career.
That's a highlight for sure. He's absolutely unreal when it comes to customs. The blue dude over here. Finally, we see a little bit of fighting at dorms. Who do you pick up there? Legion. Look at Legion's
the-
build there with that RD704. Oh, he's running an M1A. Very nice.
The Bay M1A by the name. Love seeing some of the naming conventions that people give their weapons.
Oh no, some just close themselves in a room. That's not the play. Great work, Smitty. Nice work.
You got third party there.
Another RD. Right.
Certainly a fan favorite, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a great starting. I mean, it's a good place to start if you want to have a good gun to start with, and then you can have those MKs as a backup. M4s if you want to switch up the ammo type. Blueberry Gabby again at Stronghold here. Great kill.
Dude, I gotta push.
A lot of bodies again over at Stronghold.
Yeah,
Guess it
you
helps
never
when there's
really relax here.
I whipped on the
7
shoulder.
guards, right?
That's exactly right. Rashala still up.
They're
Oh my
teleporting.
goodness.
Hold
Get
on.
him! Oh! Wow. Blueberry
what we were
Gabby.
saying earlier.
Beautiful.
The
Yeah.
that class 5 armor with some of this lower pen ammo is not a vibe, but is able to secure. Oh no, that wasn't. There's Rashala.
Oh!
Oh my god.
Wow, she's picking up a lot of points there. She's doing such a good job in there.
That's it. The 10 points from the Rashala kill there means that the that death will sting slightly less.
Okay, MDR, AKM. I'm really interested in seeing the weapon types, and we're 30 minutes into the tournament, so some people are still, just at the end of their first raid, or some people might be on their third raid at this point too, right?
Yeah. I mean, depending on how quickly you're going through these raids, you're going to start to see some of the loadouts change up around the sort of 45-minute mark. I've found. This is our first Val. Is it Val or VSS? I can never pick these.
I believe that's a.
I believe that might be a Val. The VSS normally has the wood furniture, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure. I'm sure
there you
we'll
go.
have people correcting us in the chat.
That was a Val.
Oh fuck.
Great kill though. Yeah, this is a great weapon to use for CQB. That's for sure.
Give me the gun.
Very fast fire rate. Picking up a couple kills. Got a couple tags on him. Good work. Frictive here holding an angle. I'd love to tell you where it is, but I'm not sure.
That is at the bottom of the fortress.
Yep. Oof. Oof. Nice kill.
That is a very tough fight there because it's a right hand into a right hand, and you get those really tight peaks, as we've just seen there from Frictive.
Yeah, Frictive just had the angle, just sitting there waiting. Right when he sees a pixel move, he's just shooting at it. That was a great kill. Jibby inside a gas station here, like you said, not a great filter location. It's not a really fun spot to fight, but there is a lot of movement that you can make if you're on the outside. You can jump over the fence, you can go by the
killed him
bus,
too.
you can go up in the hill. There's so many spots that you can go around gas. Great it's great if you're new and you're trying to see how people move around a fight. That's a great spot to watch for sure.
That's it. There's a lot of audio there, but it also means that you can actually misdirect by jumping onto metal in a few locations you wouldn't expect it to be.
Yep. And then if you want to see how real Chads play this game, you watch people fight in dorms, and they just know how to jump out of windows, push up stairs. There's a great kill on Nandini by Trey. Great work, Trey.
Let's take a moment to dissect that. We saw a nade into one of the, because you know that there are 2 rooms. The moment you come through that second floor, that second story door, generally people won't jump over the middle bed without you being able to hear it. So if you get a nade into one of those rooms and then rotate over and throw it into the other room, generally you can actually flush the players into the room that you want it to be in. And we saw that from Trey. He was able to push Mandini into the left-hand side room, giving him the right-hand swing as he ran up the stairs. A really big brain play.
Yeah, that's like 2000 IQ right there. That's for sure. Grenades are such a big part of Tarkov, just to be able to move even the AI players. You just throw it to their right so they move left, and you kind of just push them and flush them where you want them to be. Very, very good play by Trey there.
Exactly, yes. We're on... Yeah, with a couple of extra guns there. Looks like he's been having a great raid.
Yeah, starting off with an SR-25, picked up an M4 with a 40 rounder on it, so that's great to see. And grabbing a bunch of attachments if he wants to build out something after, right? Don't have to take
That's
the
right.
gun, but take the attachments. Don't have to pay for them later. It's great.
And you don't have to wait for the resets as well. You know, some of
Exactly.
those grips, they have a bit of a countdown on the timer, so having a spare never hurt anybody.
And the blue dude, we saw him earlier killed Blazed, so he's just getting out of the gas station, it seems like now. I'm hearing something around the back.
That
Alright,
is
so
some
now-
thick armor.
Great kill, though. Great work. I was about to say, I'm going to be interested in seeing how that M1A comes up against something that's probably an automatic rifle, but he did a great job there, point firing right at the head.
The M1A, like the RSAS, has beautiful point fire. Very,
Bro,
very
I don't know
clean.
where
You can
204
almost
is.
always tell where it's going to go.
This way? It is.
Vibin here lost a little bit in dorms. Sitting in first place currently. Ooh, wow, there we go. Ooh.
That after death grenade is always terrifying.
Ooh. Goes down to Tarkov Jerry. He was trying to find the door. You could hear him. He asked if it was this way or that way. I think that's what kind of slowed up. Oh shoot, who was that? Viva? No.
Vibin, it was Vibin,
yeah,
we just saw it, yes, yep.
Yeah, he was confused on which way to go, and it kind of slowed up what he was doing. So if he's got a coach in chat, it's got to... And if he doesn't have a coach in chat, that's where one comes in handy, just to be able to give you that, you know, split-second difference of knowledge. Somebody was going for the filter, and Sheath is just holding. Getting it. Oh. Good little battle here in Big Red.
Yeah, I was going to say, not having too much luck with the recoil on that gun there. Getting, you know, a good thorax hit and then going over the head, unfortunately, but was able to secure the kill. So that will be a PMC kill, a tag, and probably a filter as well.
Yep, and luckily maybe that player brought it down for him too. Doesn't even have to go up the stairs. Let's check the backpack. Yep.
And there it is.
There you go.
Those
Saves you a
9
trip.
shaded cells.
Great work by Sheaf there though. So maybe, you know, at this point he might be right by the extract. Pick up those points, get out, reset. Or pick up another point on the scav here.
Sheaf
another
with
M.
all of his items rotated as well.
Oh man. Come on, Sheaf. Even the money too. It's great.
A lot of audio around KG right now as he sits in the fortress. Haven't heard any scav lines. Oh, there it is.
There's one. Yep. Just
There are
as you
still
said.
guards up.
Oh! He ran out of ammo there. Wow, what a fight inside of Stronghold there.
That was, I was going to say KG has to be happy that he won that, but he can't be feeling good about how it went down. That was almost a trip back to the lobby there, Bush.
Yeah, and getting it done with an SR-25 again with the single fire weapon. Oh, he was first in M1, so I guess it was a even fight, but he got the upper hand there.
This
He
is
kind of
the
panicked.
real
You saw
down.
when he ran up the stairs there, he panicked on that. And he could have gotten an easier kill because that PMC was not looking at him at all. He was looking for that scav outside.
That's right, and this is one of the things that really scares me about using those 308 guns is the limited magazine capacity. Those 20 rounds, and if you have my aim, those 20 rounds don't go very far.
Swifty hearing noise. Oh, okay. Here we go. Inside the gas station. Great work by Swifty. Just holding the spot. Got another one.
Gabagoo, gamer gabagoo.
Sounds like that PMC is just holding the angle out there. Nice kill. Great kill by Swifty. Very blue stream here by the Slayer. You don't see this too often in Tarkov, people using the filters. I'm not a huge fan of it. I love that it's an option. It's cool for like making videos and stuff, but as far as gameplay, I guess if you're used to it, you're used to it, but
I'm not gonna lie, I heard that guy like.
yeah, it's just
really
weird looking to me.
waxed on that.
Seen a lot of people picking up the filters, though. It's good to see. You know, 7 points, 7 points.
And we've seen in previous tournaments that, you know, every point matters. You need to be min-maxing every single raid over the 3 hours.
Exactly. Crypt picking up a nice kill there. Again, using the
Very, very
razor
clean.
on top. Yeah, it's
Holy
great.
shit, I got a kill, bro.
Got himself a kill and a gun and some armor, you know, so later on if he's struggling with rubles, he can still pick up some gear. Even if you're running around, you know, for one raid and you just want to go pick up some gear, you run into Stronghold and probably pick up a lot of dead players' stuff. Mandini in a fight at gas station.
Jeez.
Did pick up that kill. Great shot by him. Oh, he's just getting shot at there. Team killing. What a name. You want him on your team? Afraid?
I was going to say it wouldn't be much different to my normal team.
There you go. It's a good team name.
How do you make that call out though? Team killing, team killing.
Team kill. Yeah, I know, right? Team. So you're, yeah. Look at you. Wow, what a nice jump.
That was pretty stylish. We
very
do like
nice.
it. We rate that. Now ooh, it's already unlocked, opened, door kicked open.
What's the fucking? Oh, there it is.
Bro, there's
There you
people
go. The
everywhere.
pressure showing in these tournament settings. We all know where they are, but
Yeah.
in the heat of the moment.
Vibing again with a beautiful kill.
Like, how
jumping
can
up on
I gotta
top
get
of
audio there,
sandbags.
but I can't get audio in dorms? Like, that's crazy.
Great work.
Currently in third place. Absolutely loving these point counters.
Third place and hearing a lot of shots out here, so a lot of points to be had. Oh, he's got that
Charles
angle too.
alive.
Smart to actually just kind of avoid that. Just go for a Rashala because you're gonna get the 10 points over killing a PMC for 5.
That's
Rashad,
right.
Where are you?
Secure those 10 points, and even if you die to a PMC, there you go, 10 points right there. Now he can fight the PMC and try to get those extra 5 points, and then the points for the tag, right?
Exactly right, and still had the opportunity to get back up into that really strong position at the top of Stronghold, as we've just seen from Vado.
I know,
Once
yeah.
you are up the
Scab
top
blitz.
there, you can actually hide from a lot of the long angles and ambush anyone that wants to try and get to the top.
It's like king of the hill when you're at the top of Stronghold. You just have so many options. You can kind of hear everything, and you know most of it's going to be below you. Nothing's above, so. Ooh. Rashala?
Okay,
possibly?
screw you, shotgun scav.
So yeah, there we go. You know, I just said there's a lot of positions that you can hide from, but we've just seen that Juke was able to get that kill on Vibin from the top of the. What do you call that there? I call it new construction, but I've heard a few different names for it.
For where Classic right now is, I guess Juke. Yeah, I would call it, I usually call it Skeleton.
Red Tracers is gonna be in.
I know there's new
Poor
construction is
guy.
like the whole area, but if he was up top, was he on top when he got that kill?
He was.
Yeah,
Yes.
so I would call that Skeleton.
What the hell?
But the new construction is kind of like that whole area.
got grenade.
Going live.
Yeah, there's so many points over here. You're gonna see so many PvP fights over here. Lots of points to be had.
I do feel like the tournament will be made broken by engagements here in the fortress.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, we're
going
dead.
down there.
We are getting mopped here. What is going on?
But so that's the one thing of playing over there at Stronghold. What you can actually do is kind of sit back at the train tracks even and try to pick up some kills from long range, especially when a lot of people are using those voodoos and those razors. You can get a good look inside of Stronghold. As long as they're not all the way at the back, if they're trying to fight Rashala, you can pick up that PMC and then go fight Rashala. But if you're already inside, the strategy is definitely to kill Rashala first and then go for the PMC.
That is definitely the way to play it. Because at the end of the day, if you don't need to be in the first in the fight, you need to be the last out of it, right? Because
Exactly.
you walk away with the filter, you walk away with all those tags. You may not get all the PMC kills and all the points that come with that, but if you can land the boss, land a filter, and walk out with a tag or two, easy 20+ point raid.
And here we're seeing a very good gun to use for a tournament like this too is the MK17. Again, something that's really good for long range. A little bit harder to swing on a short range fight, but it still packs quite a punch, that's for sure. Heavy here inside of Big Red, which has been a hotspot. We've basically been seeing a lot of fights at Big Red and Stronghold.
That's right. You get that early fight into the late fight. It seems to be the way the maps are playing out.
Great kill there. He's got all his stuff rotated in his gamma. Oh man, drives me nuts.
Oh, it hurts me. It hurts me on a spiritual level.
Undead Essence, very good Tarkov player as well, sitting in 38th place. I don't think he'll be sitting in 38th too long. Of course, go. Is that a casting curse at that point?
I think that counts as the caster curse. And I'm gonna put that one squarely on you. I hadn't said anything yet. It was, you made the call, and I think we might have just seen the end of that fight.
Yeah, I was gonna say though, Undead is not gonna be sitting in 38th place too long. He's a very strong player, especially on custom. So, but a good kill there by Trey, jumping over to Plum. Oof, getting lit up. Great recovery, got the kill.
Very, very strong PvP player is Plum. This is actually, I think it's his second wipe as well.
That's very impressive. Some people come from different games, just have that point fire. They can just play, come from Counter-Strike or something like that. As long as they're playing FPS games,
the mechanical skill does transfer over.
Yeah, it's all the other stuff that you got to kind of pick up on. What's important to loot, what's not, the tasks that come in Tarkov. But if you can,
Damn, bro.
Ooh. Going down there
to Tom.
Why is he still alive?
That scav was built differently.
We're seeing a lot of scavs eat bullets lately in Tarkov, especially with good ammo too. M62s going right through their head. Some of them are using those level 60 Shankas.
Some of those scavs do have ridiculously high HP pools as well.
Yeah, Preppy picking up kill here. Looks like he's been struggling a little bit in the first 45 minutes of the tournament. 75th place, but still picking up a kill there. Great work.
Preppy, of course, representing Team Purple. She's a fellow emissary.
Oh, there you go.
You can hear all the coughing and spluttering because of that missing tummy. The moment you take any damage to your stomach, I've noticed that's really come back in a big way. I don't know if it was there last wipe, but this wipe, you take a shot to the stomach and your PMC gets louder than anything.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
M is in some trouble right now, but it is M3D.
No, not
so not completely concerned about it.
Feeling my contusion, bro. Fuck.
Exactly right. Might be in the fight, but that is exactly where M wants to be. And has been given the opportunity to recover, which you never ever want to give a player like M the opportunity to recover, because that is what happens.
Might be.
Exactly. Still got another one out here. I don't know if it was a scab that was pushing that PMC over as well. So like, M had that
Gotta get to Dunk's
opportunity to
armor.
heal up and reload that mag. You got to push him right away in that situation. You can't hesitate. You just got to push.
That's a player.
Oh, it's another player. Okay.
did
I've
not
never
mean to
seen
do
that
that.
before. That's amazing.
I
flip,
need
the
to work
bird
out
and the
how he's
nade,
done that.
yeah.
That was very cool.
That's what I mean. They're built different, these tournament players, you know? So it's... Okay, so we're here. We got M on the other side. We'll see how AJ takes care of this fight. Pushing up.
AJ getting very close there. Not the play I would do, and that is exactly why.
Yeah. That's just, I mean, from where this fight started, where M basically had a 2v1 kind of situation playing out, very well,
I don't know who he
well
was
played.
fighting.
You know, he's just relaxed and calm and just does what he does all the time.
Just fucked.
Precisely. I see this is a
Assuming
tough
he
fight.
killed that
He
guy.
sees it as more points to make.
More
Whoever he
points,
was fighting.
exactly. So basically how that worked out is, you know, you had AJ push the other player over while he was shooting at
was that
M,
Scav?
and then M was able to pick up that kill and then just finish off the last one, and just very, very well played. Didn't panic, just did what he had to do.
It was quite a good situation for M. If it wasn't that initial damage to the thorax that he had to heal, that would have been just a completely opportune moment. But either way, was able to capitalize on it and take home the bacon, as it were. Kaladak getting the entry frag on that player at the front of the fortress.
Yeah, that's great. And we're seeing that MDR that you were talking about that you would be using. He's got the EO tech on top. Now, personally, if I was doing this tournament, I would be using, if I was using the MDR, I'd be using like a hammer or a Bravo scope. Whereas you're seeing a lot of people with the razors and the voodoos, which is kind of similar, but I love the hammer and the Bravo. I'm not sure how everybody in chat feels about it, or you personally.
I've always found it a bit... I'm not a big fan of hide over bore. So you see a lot of people running even the 30mm mounts with the voodoos and the razors on those much higher mounts rather than using sort of the low Night Force style mounts. And that's sort of what keeps me away from things like the hammer, because, you know, I'm much more of a CQB player, or, you know, anything within sort of 40, 50 meters. Having that additional height on the reflex just doesn't really work for me that well.
Mm-hmm. Gingy in a battle here. We're gonna call it the battle for the filter at this point, because Big Red is turning into that.
The Battle of Big Red.
Battle of Big Red for the filter. Let's see if this player brought it down for her too. Great kill there.
Team killing. You can see that little yellow overweight symbol in the top left, meaning they likely have a filter on board.
Oh. Goes down to Joey. Which means he got himself a free filter. There you go.
It certainly has. Loving the Pepe the Frog. Filbo killed me during Rivals. Filbo. Come on, mate.
Still seeing those long-range weapons, whereas Team Killing had a MP7 there in that raid. I'm not sure what if that's like a Ruble thing. It shouldn't be a Ruble thing at this point, but an interesting choice for sure is an MP7.
Hello? Surely you guys are seeing this.
I actually didn't think I would see one of those.
It actually feels terrible.
I know V saying the game feels terrible, but he's picking up kills. It's great work.
think he might be referring to the mouse sensitivity here, if I'm not mistaken, or it could be an ergo thing with this loadout. But yeah, still, you know, having issues with the setup, but still taking home PMC kills.
He's doing good work. Getting himself a free HK.
Dollar. I didn't get that player, sadly.
Great kill there by Mr. Wait, I'm cheating with that SVD coming back out to play. I think he's the only one running it at this point.
That was a fantastic point fire because the SVD is very unforgiving after that second or third shot when it comes to point fire because it does go straight to the moon.
Yep, and he had a little bit of movement there. I don't know if you saw that in the right side of the screen. I think he missed it too.
So scav.
Gingy moving gingerly underneath the bridge. Must be hearing something above her.
Gingy showing us some amazing spots. I've got my notepad out here writing down new customs locations. If only I knew this before. I actually just finished setup a couple of days ago. So if I'd known about these spots beforehand, I might have had a little less insurance return, let me say.
This used to be one of those spots that when you'd have to shoot shooterborn from really far on customs. This was a spot. Ooh, getting killed from next shredder. There you go, next shredder, and then there was a player behind. So wonder if they're gonna hear that. Uh-oh.
No, no,
Don't go
stay
in
out of the water, bro.
Oh, it's Genji, holy shit.
Almost lost the loot there.
That was a good spot by Neck there. You know, that's a spot that I check on live raids. I don't think I'd ever imagine checking for it on a tournament lineup, but definitely paid off.
And at this point in the timer, we're seeing a little bit more fights outside of Stronghold, which is, you know, interesting. Once everybody starts loading back into raids, as they're going out, they're coming back in, they're going to go right to Stronghold. So we're at that point where we're seeing a lot of people probably just working their way towards the exits. So we're seeing a lot of those fights on the outside of the map now.
That's right. The spawn fights and the end raid fights. Okay, we're seeing Sniper Scav was looking over towards dorms. Trey taking the point for that kill, but also the additional knowledge. He knows that there's going to be some PMCs going for the filters at the 2- and 3-story dorms.
Yeah, and that's a great play by Trey to just see Sniper Scav look that way. He's probably going to push over there for sure and try to get himself some PMC points.
We can see the durability on the M4 of Alex. That gun has been putting in some work. Seeing Farah, I believe this is the same raid. Seeing Farah making the move over from Scally. Nade flies over the top.
Picking up the kill there.
J'ai eu un joueur.
Great work.
5 points.
Only opting to have 2 mags on him though.
Il reste l'autre joueur qui me joue.
That's
With
kind of
those,
an interesting tactic for
Faites-moi
sure.
penser à acheter quelque chose pour me.
Those big 40 rounders though,
CMS,
do give a bit
en
of breathing room. It's very similar to running, I suppose, when you come to numbers. It's only slightly less than 330 rounders. And you're risking far less ammo.
That's right. And I mean, if you're going to run into a PMC that's running M4, you got yourself some free mags, so.
That's very true.
It's like bringing a backpack. You don't really need to bring a backpack into one of these raids. Maybe somebody else will have one for you anyway.
Big. Big. I almost fumbled the bag, but big.
Good kill by
Take that,
Relator
Joey.
there. He's got a filter on him.
May have a second filter in a moment.
Yep.
Oh, there you go.
A lot of loot in the bag too. But hearing movement, it's gonna be rough. Just a scav, no problem.
Joey was having
That flick point fire though, very crispy.
What do you got? What do you got?
Great
Another
work.
tag? Yes.
And
Another
look
tag?
at all those
No.
mags in that bag.
More tags?
2 filters,
tags,
3
tags,
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 plus the PMC kill. Has to be happy with that. That is a lot of points. What? Quick math is 25-ish points, assuming no other scav kills or PMC kills. That's a pretty good raid.
Yeah, and that was Joey Guns that ended up going down there, and you can see he was pulling out all those MP7 mags, which was kind of an interesting strat based on weight. He already had the filter, and he had all those MP7 mags on him instead of just taking the ammo out.
And the MP7, the 40 rounders have a fairly high buy count per reset, from what I remember. I think it's like 12 magazines per reset, which is quite a lot. You know, you don't necessarily need to hoard them.
No, not at all. But again, that's an interesting weapon to even choose for a tournament like this, especially on customs.
Going straight for second floor. And I may be able to catch someone going to third.
Kirk on the
I
alert,
can
going to the
stay up
second floor of small
check out the back
dorms.
windows
Maybe
before
gonna
I
go
go
for the
down to
filter.
safe.
Not hearing too much audio at the moment, but it could still be very early in the raid. Meaning people are getting into position, might have had the close spawn. Oh, there we go.
Kind of rushed his shots, but still paid off in the end. He could have waited just a little bit longer to get up to that door. He would have had a cleaner shot.
Might still be hearing some audio out the back there. 1 PMC kill already secured, looking for another. Remember, there are 2 filters around the dorms, meaning that players are going to try and make their way over there as we jump on with Panic already in a Peekers fight on the 3rd story in 3-story dorms.
Yeah, so I love watching people fight in here. I'm really excited to see how Panic does in this situation, because it's a really hard place to fight, like for me personally.
Oh, nade comes out, loses an arm in the peak, heavy bleed now. He's going to have to make a play, and pushing forward.
Oh, we finally
Got him with the nade.
GG's,
Beautiful. Nice work by Panic there.
That was a solid push. Unbelievable. No, it's tough as well, because you got to move into those right-hand side rooms, and it can cost you quite dearly when you swing out on the left-hand side. But was able to make it work. And who do we have here? KG.
KG, yeah. Great work. It's a really hard place to fight, just because you're jumping between room to room, trying to push up, and then another person's holding the angle. So he did a great job at just throwing that grenade and trying to push up, but he got the kill with that grenade. That's really nice work there.
Smitty grabbing the filter out of the 2-story dorm building. Only has a small bag, so won't be grabbing the second one, but probably doesn't want the additional weight either. Oh, see someone over the crest. Gets the kill.
Big bag.
Right there. Wants the bag, wants the tag, wants the additional filter.
That's kind of what I was saying earlier, right? You don't have to really necessarily bring a bag in. So he brought himself a small bag just to grab the 1 filter, and if he picks up somebody else that has a bigger bag, he can switch out and maybe get himself a free filter. So great work there. Trading up for a tri-zip over the MBSS, and now he has more room for stuff. Great work by Smitty there.
Spare tag on board as well. Additional points with that. Can now run back to 3-story. It's been pretty quiet over there. Haven't really heard any other fights going on, so might have a free run into 3-story for that second filter.
Yeah, unless Snipe is in the same raid, that would be very interesting to watch this play out. Now we're starting to see a little bit more people coming over to the dorm side of the map. We're seeing a little bit less fighting over at Stronghold currently. There are 14 points over here, right? So if you're picking up any PMC kills plus grabbing those 2 filters, you're laughing.
Guy in that bush, I know.
You motherfucker!
Smitty B with the voice.
What's your fucking name?
Or hear an actual VoIP, which is awesome. I was hoping we were going to see a little bit of this too. Lots of shooting though.
Got the smack talk into the left-hand swing, gets the kill.
Hey, if you're going to smack talk, you better get that kill. That's great work.
Nothing worse than smack talking and then immediately getting returned to the lobby.
Good job there. Let's see what. Wow.
Woo! The slow walk up the stairs. Oh, that could not have gone any better for Death Angel. Again, what is this spot? What are we looking at?
Now this game doesn't have ghillie suits, but this is the natural ghillie suit where you lay down in the tall grass.
No, we're not
and
winning,
look between
bot.
the blades of the grass. It's wow, that is quite an angle. He was just hoping he was going to see some rounds coming, but that was just a single head tap. Beautiful shot.
After seeing that, I am never going to Big Red again.
No.
When the wipe happens, that's it. I'm stuck. I'm stuck on the very beginner quest. I'm not going up there. That is terrifying.
When wipe happens, I know where to lay.
I'm done.
Joey Gun's picking up a great kill over at Gas. Nice work.
Has Panic heard something here, or... Ooh. Yep, there's that nade.
What a
Damn!
flick. What a flick by Panic
He
there.
came out of nowhere.
Echoing my sentiments exactly. Damn.
Yeah. That first grenade must have got caught up on top of ice cream there. And... we're seeing some great fights inside of gas station. Great work by Blueberry. Picking up the kill, grabbing herself some points.
Maybe this is the gun I should
Filter,
use.
filter. Maybe a filter.
That big takedown bag there.
She can upgrade.
This could be, yeah, I was going to say, upgrade, free tags, maybe a filter. Oh, hearing Rashala in there. Looney Goon. What a fantastic name.
I love the name.
Easily drops the 2 Rashala guards. Haven't heard or seen Rashala yet. Oh, that was a player, I think.
Oh, man.
Almost got let down by the audio there. Going for the quick peek, the pre-fire up the stairs, not realizing the PMC was on the same level. Not that it mattered. Looney made the kill stick anyway.
Yeah. Take a lot of damage though. Blacked out the stomach. Might want to get that fixed. If you're planning on staying in the raid for a long time, definitely want to get that stomach fixed. But there is some food inside of Stronghold, so as long as it's still there, then it might be all right. But I would definitely work on fixing that.
In Rashala's room, as we call it, I've been told not to call it the OCE name for that room. It might be a little bit TOS, but if you ever get the opportunity to jump into an OCE stream and get that call out, it's a little bit filthy.
Look at this jump shot by Undead. Did he get that kill with that?
He's dead.
That's absolutely filthy getting that kill like that.
That has got to be up there for player of the day. The jump shot kill.
Such a weird spot for that guy to be.
Unfortunately, getting taken out. Trey, full health, bit heavy, must have a filter on board. Laying in the grass. Has obviously heard that PMC coming over from New Gas.
Great kill by Trey. 3rd place. You can see why. He's playing it smart. He's got the filter probably on him. He's got a few kills, and he's just playing it smart, probably going towards the extract.
Ms. Dunk putting that MDR to work, not running the usual Keta. Have you seen Bush? But Dunk's in-game name is Keta S tier, and it's always fantastic to see it charging around woods and returning PMCs to the lobby with basically a bit of bent sheet metal with a barrel strapped to it.
And she's fixing herself up here in an interesting spot too, where she's still got an angle all the way down, almost all the way to the new construction area there. It's a good spot to lay, especially if you hear somebody on metal. You know they're to your right, coming through the container there.
Loving the MDR build as well. This is the build that I called training wheels. It was the gun that almost single-handedly got me confident in PvP.
And she picked herself up a free one too, which is nice. Rocking the tea bag, so fit 1 filter. It's great. I love to see that.
You always have the opportunity to upgrade, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Commander looks like they may have a filter on board, pushing up towards New Gas. A really brazen approach here, you know, straight across the road. You know, there are so many angles onto where he's standing right now.
Yeah, very exposed here, especially in the middle of the road. Picks up a kill though. He's got the M1A. Great gun to use for this.
With I wouldn't even call that a wall bang. That was a post bang.
Yeah. Rocking the Thor armor. Okay, so now I see why he's overweight. He had the M1 plus the Thor. You're automatically overweight with those two items.
That is a chunky loadout with the Commander.
And a free pair of contacts as well if he wants.
So we are over 1 hour into this tournament already. Time is absolutely flying along.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of fights. Take a quick peek at this leaderboard. So
again, we're seeing a big push towards the PMC kills. You know, as we go through here, a lot of our players are on the scoreboards purely because of PMC kills. A few boss kills popping up as we move into the top 50, but really, again, this is coming down to much more of a PvP than PvE type of tournament. As we get closer to the top 10, where we have M3D currently in 10th, Razzle in 9th, X-Blaze in 8th, Smitty in 7th, Hoshi in 6th, Kirk on the lurk in 4th, Mandini in 3rd, No Helmet Chad in 2nd, Vibin exactly where we expected him to be. In first place, 40 points from PMC kills, 8 points from dog tags, 45 points from Scav and Guard kills, and 3 Rashala kills there as well. Only extracting with a filter once. Again, Vibin, you know, an amazing player, you know, a run and gunner, and we're seeing that reflected in his score.
you could see with Kirk, he had 49 points for the filter. So,
fuel,
one thing I
brother.
noticed in that leaderboard was that a lot of people are pulling out the filter. So it's really good to see, like M right here, he's picking up 2. You know, Kirk had 49 points. So that was 8 filters, I believe he extracted. That's a lot.
Yeah. And that's the thing, you know, there's some versatility to this tournament as well. You don't have to necessarily shift W into every fight. You don't need to take on Rashala in every raid. If you have the opportunity, you can grab that filter, you can run to the extract, and you can bank some easy, safe points. Cosmos hearing someone jumping over the fence to his right in the open right now is in a bit of a predicament. Needs to get that. Oh my goodness. That was a crisp headshot there. What is going on?
So this is that one angle, or this is the opposite side, but you can get an angle inside of Stronghold here, even from the train tracks. You can see pretty far in. He's doing a great job of just shooting. Oh, got a jumper over there though. Ooh, unlucky there. Volley, no shirt. Here we go.
Fucking Ruskies!
Well, I thought I was going to say he was going to have to make a play, but it looks like the other PMC made the play for him and ultimately returned to the lobby. Interesting to see the clear into the armory room there as well, as if there was going to be another PMC.
Oh, look at all the...
Straight up into the firing line!
Hearing the movement everywhere now.
That dude's dead for sure.
Ow.
I am hearing that we have a giveaway for I believe it's a standard Escape from Tarkov account. If you want to go in the running to win your own copy of Escape from Tarkov that you can use yourself or give to a friend, exclamation mark, blame Philbo in the chat to go in the runnings. Again, exclamation mark, blame Philbo.
Oh my god, I overlooked him, dude.
A new standard account.
Fuck, man. Come
Just
on,
straight
dude.
Chad. just go for it, you know? I would use it as my second account for sure, just to get a feeler before the wipe starts again, you know? You don't have to reset your current account if you want to try from fresh and just get yourself refamiliarized with the entry tasks. I think it'd be a fun way, but, you know, stash size a little bit smaller, so you gotta ease up on the loot a little bit.
Exactly right. I'm a big fan of a second Shift W account that you can just be a little bit aggressive with, not worry too much about longevity.
Exactly.
Fair bit of audio happening around Tom right now. We have the AI scav over towards mechanics. Guard upstairs, and I think we've... Oh, there it is. I was going to say we heard a player running over towards the train line.
Whoa, drop down from the second... Oh my goodness. Still got a lot of movement behind the too. Tom's doing a good job here. Unlucky.
Hell, man.
Tom doing the Batman, but ultimately gets left hand swung on. AJ hearing the heels below. Are we going to see another Batman? Beg. Another Batman. Let's do it.
A lot more fights now inside of Stronghold again. Kind of how we started the tournament. Now we're back to the point where people have reset completely and they're going back for all those points inside of Stronghold as Gingy runs up as well. Coming a third party here.
That is a lot of bodies at the front there. Oh! I think that was a third party. Still one more PMC, I believe, in the armory room. Vasquez in a really cheeky spot there. This is really good for looking out across Scally, but it does expose you badly to the train line.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of angles that he could get shot from, but ultimately he's got a pretty good angle on everybody else. Did pick up the kill there on top of Skelly, though. Great work with the EO tech. Oh, here we go.
This is for you, Bobber.
Let's go! Hearing the "this is for you, Bobber," love to see it. Respect.
Love it.
If you could see me right now, I am saluting the screen.
That'll definitely push some PMCs over.
The NC on the prowl. Might have heard some audio. That is a lot of stims on the hotbar there. Oh, takes a kill on the top. Now there is unfortunately an audio issue with NC's stream, so I don't know. Maybe we can make the noises ourselves. But yeah, no. Look, running up there, we'll have to jump onto the roof to grab that extra tag. Now I wonder if that was the second or the third PMC in that area. We have seen it, like, we've seen what, a 3-person spawn a few times, hearing some audio over the other side of the wall.
Squeaker's hearing some audio. There we go. Picking up the kill.
Good recoil correction right there. Lands that headshot.
Now we're starting to see some EO techs.
Opting not to pick up the dog tag yet. Might be wanting to not hand deliver another dog tag to whoever is over at the trailer park right now.
We've seen that with the filters, and they don't want to do it dog tags, that's for sure. Like your own personal Uber Eats, but for weapons and stuff.
That's definitely my MO in tournaments. Quite a clever spot to repack mags there. It gets really, really good audio across the front. We'll be able to hear the rotate. We'll be able to hear the jump up to do the jump over onto the big red side of that wall. Okay, I'm hearing we have a minute left on the giveaway. So if you haven't put your entry in, !blame Philbo in the chat for your opportunity to win a standard edition of Escape from Tarkov. This is a permanent, a yours to keep copy of Tarkov. So make sure that you throw exclamation mark blame Philbo into the chat.
M3D here in a tough fight, picking up the kill though.
Just
Great movement
slaps
by
it.
both players.
Absolutely was. I don't. Have you ever seen M not headshot? Like his headshot percentage must be through the.
It's got to be up there. He's very, very skilled at keeping the cursor right where you need to for a headshot. You know, and especially being in that situation where you know the player's standing, he knows just to keep it straight ahead. And that was a great kill by him. Again, not panicking on the shot too, just taking his time and getting the kill.
Cool as a cucumber.
Maybe a hand delivery of a filter here. Recoil just sitting in the back of gas, waiting for that PMC's herd running around. Picks up a nice kill there.
That was, I'll be honest, I was tracking that audio in a completely different spot. That was really, really well played by Recoil Fanatic.
Were you thinking he was inside too?
I was.
Vibin might have just loaded into this one. He ran across the river, now pushing just straight to Stronghold. So this is what we were saying, that the difference would be those people that can push to Stronghold and just pick up those boss kills and
Shout out Big Red Spawn
start
for that
fighting
one, I guess.
all of the PMCs over in Stronghold.
That's
So-
it. Vibin just mopping everyone up. I'm hearing we have a winner for our giveaway. Fire Axe 11. Congratulations. You will be taking home a standard edition of Escape from Tarkov. Make sure to reach out to one of the mods on Twitch or join the Hunt Discord and make yourself known, and the team will arrange that code for you. Congratulations.
Heck yeah, congratulations. Chief third party, and so now he knows that there's a PMC over to the left as well.
That's right. We saw the nade come out, and Chief went, "Yeah, no, I'll deal with that myself. You can go back to the lobby. Thanks for your help."
If I was that player that he was in a battle with, if you see that body hunched over, you're concerned now. Oh, pushing in.
Oh, I thought we were gonna see another Batman.
That was a great kill there. Undead Essence going down to Sheep there.
Ooh, what is this now? This has got to be, that's not a third party, this is like our fifth party. And while we're waiting for this to come to its violent conclusion, I'm hearing we're close to 4,000 followers on Twitter now. So if you're on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it now, whatever Elon has named it, make sure to jump over, give us a follow on the Hunt Premier Twitter account if you want to stay up to date on any of our future drop streams, any of the tournaments, or any of the giveaways. And there's been, you know, quite a few giveaways and things like that that we do in all of these events. So again, twitter.com/thehuntorg. We're seeing that link being dropped in the chat right now. Make sure to hit that follow button. They are absolutely free.
Deep sitting here in 31st place, got himself 3 tags with 3 kills. So he's going to be pushing up a little bit in points here if he can... I wonder if he's just going to go for the extract or if he's going to push over to dorms. He's got some scavs over here at Old Gas.
M on the prowl. I love the gun builds that M puts together. They're a little bit different. Not ones that I usually ever see on live raids, and not ones that I would put together myself. Different handguards. I mean, the Voodoo is an absolute fave, but you know, we don't sort of see the usual Raptor charging handles. What is it, the CQ handguard that everyone goes to, the one that usually takes the jailbreak.
It looks the coolest though.
It does look very cool. It has some chonk to it.
Yeah.
M taking out that player there, doing the jump up, peeking through the window.
Smart play there by M just to double check that window.
A little bit of a, hey, how you doing? as he pops up and looks through the window.
I was about to say, he didn't opt to take the second MK47, so he might be okay on rubles. Probably pretty confident that he's going to make it out with the current gun he has now, so he's not too worried about gear. Not taking the voodoo either. Kind of surprised by not taking the voodoo.
I feel like M is one of those players where you get to the end of the tournament and has a higher stash value than what they started with.
That's true.
Somebody's just there.
I'm on the hunt. He's heard some audio there. Get some shots off. Is he gonna? He lands the kill.
EMC was a little bit turned around on as to exactly where he was, so this good kill by Plums there. Just staying quiet and letting that guy make all the noise.
That's a horrible spot to loot a body, bro.
Just not wrong.
You can do it, Plum. We believe. We believe.
Just use the
Remember, if you
natural
can't
ghillie
see them, they can't see you.
I can't loot that guy because I'm not gonna have.
This is
any
what
room
Philbo was
to
saying earlier. That the PP ammo
take
is
the filter out
definitely
if
a favorite
we're able
this
to get
wipe.
out.
With the lack of BP or the difficulty in getting BP, PP is such a great alternative.
One thing Plums was saying that he doesn't want to loot there because he's so exposed to other players, but the one thing is that he could run it over and grab that tag because the one thing that you don't have to inspect, you know, it doesn't have to search through. You can just kind of jump on, grab the tag, and just move along.
Really
That's it, without even laying down. It's probably the right play.
Right? Loot them, get their gear. Tell me why I'm extracting and I get one tap by a scab.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah. Yikes.
That was an absolute
Why I go to
flick.
extract at
Just
smugglers
going
and
straight up.
AI
The player
scab
above
runs
had
down the road and
all the
kills me.
advantage in the world,
Down
and
the hill and
Cosmos
one
coming
tap.
out on top. Great kill.
And the
a
Thor armor, that was, and it
Wow.
is untouched. Not only was it a flick, it
Can I
was
grab
like
this bag, please?
a flick to head eyes.
He's got to be quick though, because he's getting
want
shot
his
at by a
gun,
scab
too,
there. So
but-
that was a bad spot to loot. You know, that's exposed too, but he makes it out with that Thor armor. Great job.
That is tough.
Goes back for the M1A. Good call.
Not
Love to
opting
see
to
it.
shoot that scab though.
A good
That's
scope you
free
got
info.
here. Thank you.
Early warning of anyone rotating over from Big Red.
Actually, it's a little warning sign there. It's great.
Oh, Timula making the push over to check that body, almost wearing a guard in the process. And it's Blaze. Again, another one of those names that when you see they're no longer in your raid, you can kind of relax for a moment, breathe a sigh of relief.
Yeah, when you're the one picking up the kill on Blaze, you have a little bit of confidence, a little bit more swag going towards the next player.
Get that swagger in your step. Building up collections of RD704s right now.
He's got a lot of stuff on him. Looks like he's got. If you want to move some stuff around, you know, you got the HELOC in the pocket, and he has one in his rig, so he could, you know, sometimes you just got it's those fine little details to move that stuff around to make just a little bit of extra space there. Or hemostat, sorry, not HELOC.
Ooh, that was some fantastic recoil control there. That MDR can be very unwieldy.
Ooh,
and the point fire.
He did a great job of sitting behind the car too for cover and just waiting for that player to come around the corner. It's very, very well played.
One's in there.
Smitty at New Gas, currently in 4th position, 129 points. I'm loving these overlays.
I am loving these kills by Smitty too.
His audio didn't sound like he was
New
there at
gas.
all.
Great job.
Black.
Didn't know he was there. Just kind of opened the door, saw the flashlight, shot towards the brightest part of the screen, and now he's picked up a few points for the kill, the tag, going for the filter, and there's a lot of grenades still going off. So I expect Smitty to push over, being the player that he is. He's
Bug light in
gonna
the
push over,
crouch
try to
too.
get more points.
you know, being this close to the top 3, you really need to be prioritizing points. And I mean, you don't need to tell Smitty that. Smitty wants to be in the fight. He's all about it.
A lot of grenades going off at strongholds. You know, it's PMC's just kind of throwing them, getting information. Could be the Apollo here throwing the grenades. Great kill there.
Probably get dropped. as I
Both
get
players just kind of
in.
push out, and one gets the win there for sure.
Oh, beautiful third party by Apollo.
There's so much action in
Already
there.
used
I
all my
absolutely
nades.
love it. Reflex using what gun is that exactly?
It's an AKS-74U.
Oh, here comes the third
Okay.
party.
But using the most potent weapon of all, VoIP. Get away from here!
Yeah, he's got multiple footsteps. Got one to his left, one to his right.
Oh,
Wow. Wow.
oh, that was beautiful. Check him PC.
One more over on the train tracks.
That is the downside to the VoIP is, you know, you get all that, oh, nade flying over the top. Again, gives that information around the trajectory, where that PMC will be. Seeing a bit of a limp from Reflex as well.
Grenade getting pulled out by the PMC over here. Just hobbling his way over. Knows he's up on by the train tracks, I believe. Yep, there he is.
We see the the amazing clipping there, the suppressor coming through the wall.
I wonder if that PMC is aware that he is right on that side of the train track, though.
Ammo.
No helmet Chad here. Picking up a great kill. Got that flashlight just
You have to pack.
blinding him and still picks it up. Great work. Coach is telling him pack.
Currently in 4th position as well, and you know, no helmet Chad, a player with amazing taste, and that has nothing to do with my extreme bias towards the MCX.
Come on in.
Franzi, I love Franzi's health bar up the top left.
Oh, very cool. Yeah.
The Vegeta overlay.
Picking up a PMC kill on the outside of Stronghold, so maybe we'll push in and see if there's anything else for him over there.
Trash Panda on the move, coming past Mechanic now. Yep, you hear those nades going off. The fight has already started. You need to get into the fray if you want to make those points.
So this is where the question lies, right? Like, if you are on the outside of Stronghold and you hear all that shooting inside, it would be nice to have a voodoo where you can sit from a distance and kind of just pick off players one by one going in, or if they're up top, you know, or if you have that EOTech, you kind of have to push in there. Like Trash has the EOTech, kind of just got to push towards the inside, you know. Does not pick up the kill here, but he's chasing them down.
Again, we're seeing that lower pen ammo really letting down some of these players when they're fighting the guards. You know, these are not your average AI scavs wandering around with their 3M armors on. They are... What?
Wow.
What? Like,
Whoa.
oh no, Goes down to the guard! Oh! Any other time that would have been a really clever play, pushing in there, taking a moment to, you know, regather yourself, but no, the Zavodskoy had other plans. Is Zavodskoy for Rashala guards?
It's Zavodskoy,
I think it is. Yes.
He was unaware of that first scav being there, and then he pushed into the room. Just, I was even surprised there was a second one.
Well, that's it. I mean, these accounts, sorry, these private servers can have 7 guards with Rashala.
Yeah, that's a lot. Like, not only do you got to fight Rashad, then you got 7 guards, plus you have all those PMCs are just pushing in there just to do the exact same thing you are. It's absolute chaos inside a stronghold. Love to see it.
Outside of picking up Trash's tags, we know that's not a PMC kill. That was a death by guard. But this one could be. Oh, gets swung.
It's tough.
And
Sheep
there you
coming
go.
up with the kill. Yeah.
Chief checking for the tag, grabbing the gun. Will now be looking for 2 tags on Outsider.
Picking up all the guns that he can, too. I thought he was just going to take the M4 because he's rocking an M4, so he's obviously his comfort zone right now for the tournament is that M4. But he's taking all the guns he can, looks like.
I wonder what that says about Chief's economy. Still running geared, still running quite thick.
Yeah, he's in 14th place, so I couldn't imagine he's doing too bad with his economy. Drops a bag, save some weight. Oof. Good little battle. Sheaf comes out on top. Great work, Sheaf.
That's it. Just additional point delivery to Sheaf. You know, I heard that audio and I went, is that an AI scab? Kind of sounds like an AI scab. And then when Sheaf went around that corner and started mag dumping, and this is the, I'm hearing this is the same raid. Trey about to run into Sheaf. Okay, this is a matchup for the ages. Sheaf would have heard that shot from Trey, would know exactly where Trey is right now.
That's another PMC.
This is about to turn into a 3-way. Sheaf still inside the fortress. We've just heard an exchange between those two. That might have been Sheaf getting the sneaky kill. Trey going down.
Fuck, man.
Unlucky. Sheaf, though, cleaning up inside of the stronghold right now.
Fortress King winner POV. Sheaf, fantastic show.
The new boss is in town, right? You got to think, though, because if you kill Sheaf right now, there's a lot of points on him. Look at all the tags.
Farah, Darkbo, Trash, outsider, Johnny Busok, Trey outside. That is some big names. That is a lot of points for Sheaf.
And Danny hearing a lot of audio here. Using the forklift.
The IRL
dash, yeah. Yeah. Great movement, great kill. Mandini right there.
That was fantastic. See the helmet peeking out across the top of the bin. Mandini knew exactly where and when to pre-fire. Beautifully done. Blueberry Gabby.
A lot of tags on him too. Big raid for Mandini here. So that's a little bit of information too. That scab looking the wrong way. He knows there might be a PMC over in that direction, or the scab was just turned around. Who knows?
Ooh, we're hearing a bit of carnage inside New Gas. Ms. Trash getting ready to third party it.
It's one part of the map that I didn't think we'd see as much fighting as we have seen over here. But again, with those filters being inside, a lot of players opting to try to extract those instead of just go straight PvP, but they're running into a ton of PvP over here. Surprised. Miss Trash is the third party and got that kill. And now she knows there's one more in here. Somewhere.
We heard something. What was that?
I think they closed the door and ran around back.
Getting the rotate on.
Waiting to pick up any audio cue here.
You don't want to Oh, what?
There it is.
What was that? What was that spot? Huh?
GG's Miss Trash does great work.
Shoots in the head, closes the door. That was there was definitely some thoughts going through Miss Trash's mind there.
She was just waiting to hear any sort of audio at all, and she must have picked up on something there to open that door and just blast. It's great work.
Gingy on the hunt.
Here's all the points sitting in Stronghold right now. Pushing in. Gingy knows what she's gonna do here. Wow, there's just multiple fights going on at once. This is nuts.
You saw the flick to the left. Gingy was like, all right, I'll get into that fight in a second. I need to finish this one, and I'll be right with you.
This is just madness. She sees one coming in. Wow. She sees one coming in the door. Opts to keep running to the right. Just getting all the information that she can to get as many kills as possible here.
Where is that? Ooh, again, another crisp shot to the face there. Good recoil control from Gingy. There's got to be another player in here, right? We're hearing all those nades going off, but where are they?
Yeah, she's putting an absolute masterclass on right now of how to treat Stronghold during a tournament, because this is unreal gameplay by Gingy right now.
Oh my gosh.
Now she lets a little bit of that stress out. It's good.
I was going to say, it sounded like she hadn't taken a breath in that entire fight. Just the...
She might have killed the one person that was throwing nades, though. You saw them coming down from the train tracks. The scav is still yelling over here.
I was going to say, I'm sure I heard something out on the mechanic side. Hearing the divide.
I need to pack my mags.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough task to do that. Okay,
this
Paige
could be the
might
same
in
one.
the same raid. Yep. We're hearing kind of the same scav audio. So Paige is just taking her time. There's the information that Gingy would need if they're in the same raid.
And here we're seeing why I'm not a big fan of the reflex on top of the optic. They can be a little bit shrouded.
Great job.
Oh,
Not
okay.
to just the automatic fire. That was just great point fire, taking her time.
I was going to say I will eat my words immediately.
Now, I was about to say, would you shoot the scav in this situation? Because you did see that player like going up and down.
Holy fuck, dude.
That is one of those moments where you go, okay, I am buying a lottery ticket with that kind of luck to have a grenade land right next to you and have it not kill you. That is RNG that I've never had in this game.
Definitely got away with one there. Again, there's a lot of points still here to be had because there's still PMC or 2 in the area, and there's still possibly a raider as well, or a guard.
A whole fucking PMC battle going on in here, bro. I want it.
Push, push.
It can be yours, Paige. Make it happen.
Just being very what's the word I'm looking for? Just being very patient, just waiting. It's great.
Look, not a bad idea. Already a couple of PMC kills there. It might have been good timing to take a moment, get the heal off, pack some mags, and then deal with whatever is to come. PK taking out Leth over at Big Red.
Oh, one spot we haven't seen any fights in just yet is Crack House here.
I was going to say, that is a very interesting place to be, but, probably not a bad idea because you can get in there right at the start. You can grab those scoped weapons and look out across the fortress. And then when people come in, like Ralatar is right now, that was...
Oh, there's another one inside because he's looking the other way. He's third partying at this point, Ralatar is.
Very clean shots through the door, by the way. But we know there's another body. It is someone else upstairs. Those initial shots we heard were definitely upstairs. Doors are closed. I'm not even sure what the play is from here. Couple of tags downstairs, one PMC kill, the opportunity to go over and engage a fortress. This has got to be the quietest raid that we've heard so far. Normally there are nades going off non-stop. You hear RDs singing their very, very unique sound.
Yeah, this is interestingly quiet over here. He did get shot on the way in. I wonder if that PMC that was dead when he came in was the person that shot at him.
Player.
Beastie Pete here.
Pick yourself, pick yourself.
The suppressor on that gun glowing bright red.
Good call. Thank you.
Lots of carnage in here too. Wonder if this was all Beastie's doing with that SR-25. He has a lot of damage taken, so he must have picked up a lot of kills here.
He's definitely put in some work, that's for sure. I love cutting over to Fortress and just seeing all the carnage everywhere and
So
still
many
hearing
bodies.
audio. Like, you cannot stop. You cannot rest. You go through there, you take out 2 or 3 PMCs, you clear the guards, you kill Rashala, and then all of a sudden 2 or 3 more PMCs just suddenly appear. Because there can be 12 players in these raids. It just never stops. And it's kind of like the final destination for every player before they go to the extract is, I'll just go and take a squiz over at the Fortress.
Yeah, do you think you have that time to breathe after you just got into like 10 fights and then all of a sudden here comes another 2?
Dylan heading over to the dorms, I think still very early on in the raid.
Out of breath here, hearing a scav inside.
And the middle stairs at the front.
Great work.
Clean.
Heard the
Clean.
audio, turned to the right, got the kill. Moving on. Good job, Dilly.
Ooh.
Great
GG
work
having
by
to
GG, yeah.
having to prioritize which fight he wanted there. There was we heard shots over towards Scully, the running right next to them. Definitely made the right decision.
Might have taken advantage of hearing the audio through the bushes too, knowing that player's going to be a little bit slower. They won't be able to sprint out of the fight. So it's good job by swinging and just shooting that guy first. It's very tough coming through that spot where that player just died.
That's right. It slows you right down those bushes.
It's all audio too.
That's exactly right. Recall Fanatic in a great position. He can see down the hallway onto 2-story. He's heard something inside. Guessing whoever opened that rear door. And again, if you are watching this and you see any players that you really like their loadouts, their vibes, the way they play, make sure that you look up their stream name up in the top left-hand corner. Jump over, give them a follow. They are free, and I'm sure they will be absolutely appreciated.
Recoil Fanatic doing a really good job there with the recoil control. You could see how that first shot just initially popped his gun so high up, and then he just adjusted and got the kill. It's good work.
See, that is 2 tags on board with Panic.
Oh, what's going on over here? Dark in a fight. Hearing audio to his left in a bush.
Every time we cut over to Dark, we see Dark duking it out in the Fortress. There's definitely a strategy here, and that strategy is fight Rashala, fight PMCs.
Yeah, there's no quiet raid with Dark, that's for sure. It's got Vibin and Vasquez in his pocket too.
Huge, absolutely huge. Having both of those players out of your raid means that you can take a little bit of time, breathe a sigh of relief, and then get straight back into it.
Yeah, we know being in Stronghold, being the one person in Stronghold right now, people are going to push over. As we were just saying, he got into a few fights. Looks like he cleaned up a lot of guards and possibly Rashala, a couple PMCs. There's more coming. So get that leg fixed, get that arm fixed, get
He's not too
reset.
About that, though.
I've been getting ratted all day, buddy.
As you can see on the scoreboard for him too, there he has no filters extracted. So maybe he's not coming across him, or he's opted to just go straight PvP and PvE instead of extracting points. Doesn't want to be hunkered down, right?
Filters are heavy, and they're only 7 points, which is the same as a PMC and a tag, right? So if you prioritize those PMC kills and you're able to extract with the tags, who needs filters?
Yeah, the only way if you want to do that is if you know you're basically secure all the way to the extract, and you're going to be carrying a filter out with no problems in between, but there's no promises, that's for sure.
That's right. Kylo taking out Hoshi. Looks like his stream is cleaning up a little bit now. As we jump back over with Lethy. This is why I like that spot so much. You can see straight down that hallway.
Taking a little bit of damage here. Gotta fix that bleed. I think they're both healing at this point. Oh!
Oh, I think that was
Wow.
was that an AI scab? I blinked and almost missed it. It was a PMC. There you go.
That was an absolute great play because he ran in and that player was still in the hallway and he just kind of came back out and shot him. That was just a quick thought on his part just to re-peek out of that room and just getting that kill. That was a great play.
Smitty again on the hunt over towards three-story dorms, taking out a PMC on the stairs. They were fighting somebody. Is this going to be Smitty's next victim? I think it might be.
He knows where to look too, because that PMC was looking out towards that. Whoa!
Awesome audio, thank you.
Maybe they were on the upstairs, coming out the window. Maybe.
I'm not too sure. Like that
Unlucky
was
for Smitty there.
Definitely very unlucky. Dunk doing the brave run over main bridge.
Yeah, that's a sketchy one, that's for sure.
Especially when we see so many players with long-range weapons and the ability to use them.
Maybe one thing you can get away with running across that bridge because everybody wants to go to that stronghold area. They're not necessarily paying attention to the bridge, but still pretty ballsy to run across that bridge for sure.
And that's exactly why. You know, you get caught out doing that crossing, you are in for a world of hurt. Now, that is a very sketchy place to try and loot, though.
Yes.
Especially if anyone heard those shots.
Yeah, this is one of those grab the tag and kind of just run situations, but at the same time, you've really got to take your time. Even if you know the body's there, you can kind of take your time and maybe clean up some scavs that are in the road if possible. Listen out for audio, and then you don't have to go for the body right away, but picking up the tag.
I am holding my breath right now. Expecting to take the damage redut over the Karund. I mean, I get it. You know, the redut takes a fair bit of damage, but the Karund just looks so good.
It does. Blends in, especially if you're wearing that killer tracksuit. The movement by Apollo here, very, very good movement.
Saw the Peekers battle there. We just saw a shot ricochet off the helmet. That dazed effect kicking in for Apollo.
Saw that little slow peek, hoping that they could get the angle. I think Apollo picked up the kill there. That was quite the movement by him, though. Just double jump across the road, get an angle behind the bus. Very well played. Get some free weapons. There's two on him too, so there could be a tag on him as well if he wants to search the pockets or something. Anytime you see two guns, you got to assume there's a tag on him as well.
That's right, and that is free points because you cannot put those tags in your secure container.
He had a second gun too, so he probably has his tags.
Oh.
I forgot.
Yeah. That's what I just said.
Such a sketchy place to be looting.
Yeah, it's not a very good place to loot, that's for sure. So he's taking his time because it's gonna have to search. Could have a filter too.
40 rounder in the mutant. A bad idea. This is the quietest I think I've ever heard the fortress, and it could be because Mandini has dropped all of those Rashala guards.
Yes.
And I think I saw they might be Rashala's pants there on the one. Like, you know, Rashala could be dead as well. Oh, there we go. Seeing the player movement across the back there.
Wow, nice shot.
What a shot! We see that sixth place for Mandini right now, and this is why absolute top 10 player.
Yeah, those crispy one taps like that can't feel any better, especially during a tournament. That was beautiful.
Which, can I just say, low key, I want to get some of those cat ears. Like, they just, I don't know, headsets are boring. I really like, I've seen cat ears, and I think I've seen like the floppy dog ears as well. If I could find those, I'd be all about it. Oh, Panic taking the kill. You can see they're over the moon about that one.
That was
So
just
they
a
should
great
be.
fight.
Taking heavy damage in the process.
Going straight at the fight too, not like going completely side to side or backing out of it, just going straight at that fight and picking up the kill.
That was a fucking scat mess.
Swifty at Big Red, we're hearing a lot of shots here. We haven't seen a fight over here in a while, actually.
Got a guy.
Wow.
Nice job. Nice job.
Nice swing by Swifty. Did I say Shifty? Swifty. There's swing on that. Heard the audio of the jump. I thought it was inside, but that was great. Just looks over and see the guy jumping up.
Ooh, we saw some shots coming in. As we cut over to M now. Up on Skelly.
All right, here another situation. Watching M taking damage on a fight right away, but not panicking. Not getting pushed right away, so good luck to the competitor here. Oh my god.
That was...
Oh my god.
Was that Rashawn shooting you?
Yeah.
That was right on the button. That grenade blew up right next to that person. Beautiful nade.
I just love, there's no emotion, there's no excitement, there's no stress. M is just focused.
Oh shit.
Is here, has a job to do, and is getting that job done. I cannot believe that nade. Like, you know, usually I have one play in a tournament that just absolutely stands out to me. But there have been so many in this one. But that underhanded pre-nade, would you even call it a pre-nade? It was like a pre-fired nade on the corner there. Fantastic work from M.
Yeah, we don't see too many grenade kills where it's like right on the button like that. And that was just awesome to see. We've seen those ones where you throw it into the room and it just blows up. We don't see the kill, but that was absolutely beautiful.
I'm hurt.
Hammer taking out Tom. First AK-101 I think we've seen. Big fan of the 101 at the moment. So like much like the RD, just so beautifully controllable, really high ergo. Cosmos on the ground with an M4. Taking the TV rig over the nappy. Sorry, what do they call it? The Ragman Andy loadout.
And we're still hearing there was some grenades blown up, so it's not over yet.
I'm hurt.
Got a couple PMCs in here. Now you can take that TV as well if he wants to upgrade a little bit.
Basically free repairs. Head killer in a cheeky spot near the cargo, the shipping container walkthrough, or the Connex walkthrough, depending on where you're from in the world. Gets the kill on that player, making the push.
Great job of handling that recoil too, because you could see that gun is just bouncing all over the place and still picking up that kill though. Nice work, Head.
That always scares me when you go, you lay down to loot a body and you hear that, I don't know, P.
Mandini still over in Stronghold, just getting a nice kill there. On left.
I really hope the Mandini's in-game name right now is CEO of Fortress, because that is...
Oh my, look at all the tags.
It is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that was 7. I don't know if I'm getting my... that is definitely 7. I've counted them on my fingers. I got it right this time.
And a filter, plus all the kills. Absolutely wrecking over in Stronghold. Like I said, he's become the boss of Stronghold. You can see why. Trey sitting in first place, though. Also, another boss of Stronghold at the current moment. If you control Stronghold, you're going to be getting a lot of points.
Exactly, and we're seeing that. 65 points from player kills, 44 from scavs and guards, and you can be almost assured that those 44 are pretty much all going to be guards. 20 points from the Rashala kills, but still quite a few filters as well. Trey again showing that he's a very versatile player.
Yeah, he's picking up points however he can, and that's why he's sitting in first place right now.
I think we just saw some PP leg meta right there. Wait, I'm cheating.
That's a date. I'm cheating. Yeah, that's awesome.
That was
Sorry to cut you off there.
No. That was. I think we were both sitting there, just like that SVD. You put it in Wait, I'm Cheating's hands, and he just. Oh, I've never seen an SVD work so well for anyone other than Sturman.
Yeah, he's definitely putting on a clinic because we haven't seen Wait, I'm Cheating with any other weapon other than the SVDS so far, and he's really putting that thing to work and doing a good job with it. Jibby hearing a bunch of shots over to his right. PMC in front of him. Picking up the
Almost
kill.
went south for almost went south for Jibby there though. We saw the eye relief on that voodoo can be really bad, losing sight of the PMC, but ultimately managed to get the kill. Johnny Busok, part of Team Green, one of our official Sherpas, one of our PvP teachers, and we just saw exactly why. That is his remit.
That was just great movement. I love to see
Depends if he was a
how
bummer
players
or
move
not.
when they hear any
thank you,
players
Nightmare.
coming at
Appreciate
them,
you, bro.
hearing shots. I just love to see how they rotate and treat those audio situations.
That's right, and I'm very much looking forward to the analysis, the breakdown from Johnny after the tournament. He does some really good analytical videos.
Hopping and skipping his way out of those bullets.
Running and jumping, that is definitely another PMC coming in from what sounded like the train side over from Old Gas.
We haven't seen this too much where PMC was inside Stronghold and they decided to push outside of Stronghold. A lot of them just go to the second floor. So an interesting strategy here, because you never know who's on the outside, but he does pick up the kill on Undead Essence there, so that was a great kill by Johnny earlier.
I do like seeing the fights on the ground floor where you don't have that third perspective. Malavade, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, wearing the IRL tracksuit, by the way.
There you go. It's the first one, I think.
Tossing one.
You can see the effect of that flash. Taking a long time to go away.
Let's go. We got blood. We got blood.
Nice kill there.
Being the first PMC kill of the tournament for Malavade.
Got blood on our hands, boys. Finally, god damn.
Reppy with no head right now.
Where?
Oh,
Wait, what?
oh.
Where did it
Yeah,
shoot?
that's gonna be a tough one with no head, no arm. Grenade coming in, you have nowhere to run. It's pretty much GG's. Nice try though.
That was unlucky on that grenade though. Citizen, perhaps, if this is the same raid, not realizing that Preppy went down for that grenade.
We have 1 hour remaining in the tournament too, so we're gonna start seeing players push in Stronghold.
Hey, buddy.
Just push at this point. You know, the economy might
How's the
not
tournament
matter as
going,
much
man?
if you're surviving raids.
That's it. We've actually seen people running fairly geared. I think the additional rubles have really helped. Also, Citizen rocking the Tarkov Arena hat.
There you go.
We'd love
Very
to see that.
excited.
Yeah, GG's.
I'm very much looking forward to seeing what the Hunt team come up for. Come up with for Arena. Comes around the corner, realizes has been VoIPing a dead PMC. But not that it matters. That is 5 points, 2 points for the tag. We'll still be happy with that. Mandini currently in second position.
So this is the same raid that Mandini has, or unless he already extracted. But remember, he had all those tags and the filter on him, all those points. I'm assuming this is a new raid because he's in second place right now.
That's right, and judging by the that early push onto the director's office from Kirk.
So fresh raid and picking up right where he left off. Got himself a kill on Kirk, and he's got a filter up top. Another one pushing in. Oh no!
Damn again.
It
That was
is,
a shit spawn
it is
anyways, we
so
were wrong,
hard
fuck that.
fighting from those stairs because we saw it, moving up, got gun tucked, couldn't keep the ADS on, ultimately going down.
Was that my
But
fault
again?
Would we say that was my fault?
I don't think we can call that the caster curse. We did see a kill and then the death, so
That's
definitely does not count. That's not on us. We can't take the blame for that. Sick in a beautiful spot here. How cheeky. Gets like that PMC would have had no idea where they were being shot from.
Absolutely no idea.
RD.
And that's what I was saying.
From 150 meters.
If you're shooting from the outside of the map to the inside, this is where you can pick up a lot of points. Just so PMC's running into Stronghold. So that was a great kill by Sick Degenerate.
And Sick, what are you doing? He's like, no, I don't need to fight in the fortress. I'm happy out here with my razor scope and my 7.62.
Just working his way from outside to in. That's all. He's doing a great job.
Very clever plays. Seen a game of grenade tennis with Relatar.
Little dodgeball action. Dodges the grenade. Gets the kill though on that jump over. That's a good little jump over spot, but worked out to Relatar's favor this time. The MK17.
That was a risky play jumping over there, and it didn't pay off for Alex. Like that's a bit of a shame. Still plenty of burly in the pockets. Sorry, grenades.
I think sometimes you're just, when you're on the other side in Alex's situation, you're kind of jumping over hoping that that player has moved to a different position, but he was just holding that angle the whole time, so it was just kind of like a guess.
And there is a spot there. There is a small pipe that gives that metal audio that can actually be a little bit misleading. They might not have been on the train line, but again, big play by Relatar. Saw just a couple of pixels and then magged up through that bush and ultimately took the kill.
Zombie land hearing some audio outside of New Gas. So again, interesting spot where people have been fighting. Got himself a filter here. Maybe he'll pick up another 5 points.
Or 7 points if he's able to extract with the tag as well, yeah.
Using the MP7, so he's in a situation right now where this MP7 is very useful, right? He's in CQB, that's all you're going to get here.
That's it. Now I'm hearing we have another giveaway, another standard account for Escape from Tarkov to give away to get your name into the draw! Fence GG in the chat. Fence GG. And of course, big thanks to, oh my goodness, Zombie.
Damn, son.
Oh jeez, what was that?
That man just ate a million bullets.
Was about to give my whole spiel on the big thank you for Fence GG for putting together those amazing overlays that you see in the top left-hand corner with live score updates. Bush, I'm going to need you to break that down for me. Like that I looked away for a second and then all of a sudden I'm just seeing flashlights, bullets everywhere, limbs going red, limbs going black, and ultimately Zombieland coming out on top. What?
Yeah, it looked like Zombie got pushed from somebody that was outside he was shooting at, and they decided to push in, maybe thinking he was reloading or whatever, I don't know, but he's got that MP7, like I said, for the CQB, he's got the right weapon. That was a great job by Zombie, just to turn and fire at that guy.
I had to drop mine too.
I'm hurt. Oh, that was almost a play of the day with the jump shot there. Lavade unfortunately not able to stick the kill.
Got a hit. Yep.
Can I just say I thoroughly appreciate the
Oh.
Wow. Damn, it's cool. Gets the win in the end. Again, huge props for the dedication to trying to land that jump shot. That was what, 2-3 attempts at it. But,
yeah, we've seen a couple of
ultimately
jump
had to
shots today, and that was another attempt at it, but still got the kill at the end of the day, so that's good.
And that's all that matters, banking those points. Again, chat, if you would like to take home your own copy of Escape from Tarkov, a free standard account, and this is a full, yours to keep, yours to do whatever you like with account, !Fence GG in the chat. And again, a huge thank you to Dan Burgundy and the team at Fence GG for putting together the amazing overlays that you can see with the live scores in the top left-hand corner.
Wow, a lot of action. A lot of action over here.
Waging a one-person war against all comers, PMC and AI Scav alike. Also, look how
we got our armor
thick
now, guys.
Panic is. Exfil, Face Shield, Karund. He's got the. This is I love this strip. The M32s, the dark armor, the nice BlackRock. He's got the right drip on this. You know, it could be my pick for looking PMC of the tournament.
I do, and I like that he's got the drum mag on the MK47 as well, so not having to rely on that reload as much. Not too many drum mags we've seen so far in the tournament.
All right.
Oh, Gajal, there you go. Panic doing his best to cull the scav numbers, who all seem to be congregating in that 3-story dorm building.
I think he's waking them all up from their rooms. They're coming out and just getting blasted. We got another one too. Still a lot of. This is the most scavs we've seen over at dorm so far. There's a lot of points you just picked up just by killing scavs. Remember, there's 2 filters you can pick up as well.
That is true. The one in 3-story and the other one just across the road in 2-story.
Bato here seeing with the upper hand just being on second floor. Great. A lot of shots, but you got the kill. Great work.
And again, for those that haven't heard of Fence GG before, if you want to take part in any tournaments and you stream, you can actually sign up for Fence GG's leagues. They have leagues for both scavs and PMC, so make sure to jump over to their website, sign up, and see if there's anything there that takes your fancy, anything that you'd like to be a part of. So, of course, that'd be www.fence.gg. We have a link in the chat. Yeah. Give it a click. If there's something there that tickles your fancy, jump on in. It's a fantastic team, and Dan and his group do an amazing job bringing some, I guess, easier to be involved in tournaments. You can kind of do them in your own time and in your own streaming schedule, which is really, really awesome.
The jump across.
Hearing so much audio going on here. Trey kind of pinned into that corner. One PMC in the back. You hear the stim going off. There is one out the front as well who will be looking for anyone moving into the manager's office or waiting to third party whatever fight is going on in here. Would have heard those PMC guns going absolutely ham.
Come on, bro.
I can't wait to see how this plays out because Trey is absolutely stuck right now.
Oh, I'm just like, I am holding my breath right now.
He hears the heel pushing.
It was a fake. It was not a fake. It's a kill. It is now a 1v1. Takes out the third party as well. This is why he is in that #1 position. Trey is on fire today.
If you haven't watched Trey play before, do yourself a favor and go over and follow him because that is the kind of stuff you're going to see from Trey all the time. He's just an absolute beast at this game.
Right, so Miss Trash with the SR25 heavy bleed. That is a very red looking health bar right now.
Yeah, and we saw the same thing there where we commented earlier that Miss Trash ADS'd within that, 25-meter range, not opting to use the hip fire. Almost didn't get away with it.
Not the play that I would do, but yeah, look, Miss Trash made it work.
Hey, it works for her. Great job picking up points here. Not going for the tag right away, too. Just waiting to hear audio, see where people are coming from, heal up, and then move on.
Not a bad way to play it. Forgotten over by New Gas. Sounding very quiet. I'm wondering if this is either very early in the raid or very late in the raid. Oh, unfortunately, not able to get the kill in that first spray. That shot was a little bit to the left, but he's still in the fight. Switching over to the RD. Has obviously taken out one PMC already.
The advantage of picking up that second gun there, instead of having to rely on the reload, just swapped over to the next weapon and picked up the kill.
What's the saying? Switching to your sidearm is quicker than reloading. And if your sidearm happens to be an RD, all the better.
Yeah.
Now we have a little bit of time. No, I'm hearing we have drawn a winner for our second Escape from Tarkov Standard Edition giveaway. It has gone to Imperial Havocs. Imperial Havocs, congratulations. Make sure to reach out to one of the moderators on Twitch or jump onto the Hunt Premier Discord and someone from the team will reach out to you there. Congratulations.
There we go. We're hearing grenades and firing inside a stronghold. Cosmos on the outside. It's going to take his time going in. It's an RD shooting over there. Or an MK, sorry. Sounds like an MK.
We are hearing at least 3 PMCs
in
the fortress.
Got hit by a nade.
That nade!
Should make it in this
That
left
surely that was a Rashala guard.
There's just so many grenades flying around Stronghold.
at
It's
the back,
tough to
somebody else
just
is at the
push in
back
there.
too
If you're not
far.
pushed in right away, you might want to stay far to the outside.
That's right, because the moment they see you, oof, world of hurt.
Is that a
Great kill.
PMC? Nice, I would kill this guard.
Give me a second.
Crisis pausing for a moment to get audio.
You know there's a guy far away at the train somewhere.
One PMC down.
Oh fuck! The guards are there.
Yeah, and he left.
The slight panic there from Crisis.
I'm gonna get those guards.
He's playing
40
passive,
rounders
so he
in the
can kill these
M4.
guys.
He's not out of this fight yet.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of that,
right
but the
outside.
40 rounders in the M4, I think a lot of people just opted, let's go with those 10 extra rounds.
Careful playing slow.
Not
you're
seeing too
exposed
many
to the back.
M4s with 30 rounders, that's for sure.
Was a bit overconfident with that first shot. Didn't take out the guard.
Yeah, he just stood there and waited. Didn't get hit, so that
Guards,
worked out
scabs,
into his
they're all
favor.
one
Got him
point.
that time.
If have
You
the
can
shot,
see the
take it.
experience of Crisis as well, though. Taking the shot, doesn't get the kill, immediately repositions and doesn't re-peek the same angle, because once those guards lock onto you, if you take that lean peek again, they will punish you for it.
And that goes true for almost any situation, especially like PMC. If you're fighting a PMC, they're looking for you to re-peek that same angle. So he played that very, very well. Everybody take note of that. Never re-peek the same angle twice.
Kill,
Nice
push back in.
pre-fire there coming out of the door.
I think that's the AI scab chasing him. Or a guard or something.
You can hear the coach in his voice channel with him, giving him the pointers, keeping him relaxed. They are a good stream
place to kill
moderator,
that guy.
tournament moderator
Yeah, it's on
with
your
you
right
is
somewhere.
worth their weight in gold.
I 100% agree. Hosting tournaments myself, I always find that the players that do the best are the ones that always have a coach with them in chat, just to keep them calm, just keep them relaxed and move them along to the next point. You know, even if it's something as simple as packing a mag goes such a long way. And you know, you're so focused on fighting, whereas they're just focused on the little small details that you're just not thinking about right at the moment. Wow. Wow.
That nearly went south for Hoshi. Not out of the woods yet. There is another PMC here. Unfortunately, we cannot see the health bar, but we can see a lot of blood splattering on Hoshi's vision. Is able to take out the second PMC as well. Hoshi was at the very top of our leaderboard earlier on, and we can see from these plays why that was the case.
Yeah, and Hoshi's still doing a good job. He took out Sheep. That's a very, very good player to take out again. The confidence booster. So Hoshi doing a good job. Still in 26th place, but after this raid, we'll see where he ends up. Dilly in a little bit of trouble, sitting in third place though.
Redhead, broken arm, I think it is here. Yes.
Just damage all over the place, but not giving up.
I think that was the kill there. I think he managed to. That felt good. You saw one of those shots go directly into the noggin of that PMC.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Just move sideways, stick it, between the trees, and that he's completely exposed up there. So that was a very well played shot, especially with the hip fire too. Didn't opt to go with the ADS.
Again, if you are confident with that point fire, it can be put to such great use in these situations. Dylan currently in third. Where did that come from?
Plays like that.
When you already?
I get it. That was
just plays like that. It's gonna get you into third. And now look, he's got the dorms to himself currently, and he's got a filter in this building across. It's 14 points, so he can keep moving up that leaderboard. Still got 2 places to catch up to. I think Trey might still be in first. I'd have to look at the leaderboard.
But that's it. You see the confidence. All it takes is confidence, a bit of skill, and a willingness to jump into the fray each time and push for those points. Huge. Cisco with that, really, we've seen a lot of big fights here at Big Red. Potentially 2 other PMCs within spitting distance of him right now.
Yeah, this is one of those rare times we've seen right at the start of raid what's going to happen. He looks like he's opting to sit and wait in Big Red to see if somebody's going to run up those stairs. We've seen that a couple times now where they just wait for that door to open.
There you go, 57% survival rating and an almost 12 KD from Cisco in a tournament. That's pretty impressive. I think it's actually almost better than my live server stats.
It's beautiful to see during the tournament somebody pull up their stats like that. I love it.
Again, these are private accounts. These have all been set up for our players, so it is an even playing field. They're all level 42. They all have 40 skills. Actually, I think it's a level 30 skills. I could be wrong there, but level 40 endurance and strength.
Yeah, endurance and strength at level 40 and 25 for all the other skills.
There you go. So again, an even playing field for all of our competitors, meaning that no one has an advantage over anyone else. And we hear that metal running up to the door.
That player is not going to be happy about that one. We've seen that a couple times now. It's a great play.
It really is. And that was even before they had the opportunity to get the key out to go into that animation.
Yep.
But if there was a second player in that area, they will now be hunting for Cisco. With Frictive at New Gas, he's staring intently. There we see the movement.
Ooh.
What?
Ooh.
That was...
Oh my God.
That looked effortless. What just happened there? Just... Like, you saw a couple of pixels of an Ulak helmet, one shot, run and done, all that Frictive needed. And it was Ms. Dunk. GG, Ms. Dunk.
Yeah, I must have just heard the audio and just holding that angle. She might have not known that he was in there. That's why kind of just moving a little bit slower across the screen. But again, players like Frictive, you're going to see a pixel moving. You can tap it. It's great work. He's got another tag on him as well.
An Apollo tag. Two big names here in the competitive scene. Blaze in the banana outfit. That's how you know he's going to do well.
So this is where Blazed is most comfortable, I feel. Every time I've seen any highlights of Blazed, it's in dorms. He's jumping out a window, dropping down to another window, and just picking up kills left, right, and center. This is one seasoned vet of dorms. It's pretty much where, this is his home here. So see how he comes out.
Knows all the rotations, knows all the audio, knows... There you go, straight out. Like, just... I don't think I've ever taken that rotation out of two-story dorms before.
Nope, me neither. Now I know.
There you go. Where's my notepad? I need to write that one down.
If you guys want to learn dorms, Blazed is definitely the player to watch. So like early wipe, you can get a lot of hints on how to just play dorms. Even if with people always complain about audio and stuff, Blazed knows. Just watch him. Just watch him jump out a window. He's hearing a flashlight. Here we go. Dropping some of that weight.
Ooh, might have the opportunity to third party a fight here.
Whoa!
What was that ragdoll? Blaze, not just killing the PMC, sending them into another dimension.
Love to see it though. That's what I mean. He knew what room that guy was in, knew exactly where he was just based on audio. Now, do we know that there was another player in here? It sounded like there was.
Definitely
maybe at the end of
was.
the hall.
Yep. Back towards elbow, opting not to do the jump over. Goes to the middle stairway. Has he done it? Was that? Did he just try and?
Nope. Still got
Oh, no.
audio over there. Now you might say cool as a cucumber. He's as cool as a banana right now.
I do like a bit of frozen banana ice cream.
Now, if that player is in that room, is that intimidating that he just closed the door on you? Oh, that's so unlucky. He did the right play though. He closed the door just so that way he didn't have anything obstructing his view. But Apollo coming up with that kill. Great work.
That's it. It was a really clever play closing the door because, it was hard to tell if Apollo was in the room or if he'd gone back into the elbow. By closing the door, you'd have to reopen it and therefore give away your position. .40 rounders in the mutant. That is a nice mutant build. Good high ergo.
Who am I voting?
Terminator. This looks like a fresh raid running straight into Big Red.
So this is where we've seen players. I was about to say we've seen players just kind of waiting for you to open that door. I was hoping that she wasn't going to run straight up. Oh, you got some.
Oh, it's Preppy. That is Preppy. Preppy versus Kiminator.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm not gonna be toxic. I could have totally made a funny fucking.
GG Preppy, thank you for not being toxic.
Now refocus. Got some more PMCs in the area.
But it would have been taken as toxic.
Still another PMC in the fight here over the far
You're
side.
not getting my tag. Nuh-uh.
Are we hearing the decision to disengage? I think we have.
I mean, if the player that was on the outside still thinks that they're going to be inside, this is actually a great rotation. So you're going to have a big view of that area. They might have rotated too.
We've definitely heard the counter rotation here. Preppy not getting away from this fight so easily.
A little jump peek.
Throwing that grenade to try and hear any movement, any running away from the explosion, but getting nothing from it. Wait, I'm cheating. The SVD connoisseur.
I would just love to see that he's been running this the entire tournament. It's been hitting really hard for him. 34th place, still respectable. He's doing a good job with it. There you go. Easy peasy.
I'm not going to lie, this makes me want to use an SVD, which is probably good because I'm up to Punisher Part 6 right now, so the timing is amazing.
That gun is so much fun to use, I love it. I've been sitting in six,
holding a right pick.
going back into Stronghold again, where all the points are basically. What happened to his scope?
Okay, props to that guy because he swung a left.
See the back of his voodoo?
Yeah, it's a little bit clipped in. I'm not really sure what's going on. It's a low mount. Caught on the M-bus rear sight.
Oh, he's got the rear sight on it. That's right. Okay, a lot of points to be had here. He's got another PMC pushing in.
weapon in Fortress is basically just a point printer. We saw that, you know, the scav kill,
Please search the back.
easy AI, easy PMC kill, just money for jam.
Yeah, just single tap, single tap, single tap, just moving on. It's great work by Vibe in there.
Well, but in the fight behind, two-story, taking heavy damage in that exchange, but he's not out of the fight yet. Takes the kill. Great play by Bobber. Moved in, took the fight, rotated to the right, managed to disengage just enough to get him some breathing room so that he could get back into the fight on his own terms, and ultimately took the win. Well played.
He's got a little bit of time here now to heal himself up inside the bathroom. He's got a lot of work to do with healing himself up, but he's still got points inside the dorms with those filters being inside and the tag outside.
Oh shit! I'm hit.
An interesting spot here, sort of jumped up a little bit so that if you do get swung from those rear stairs, you know, you're not going to cop a headshot immediately. You might lose a toe or two, but ultimately you have a chance to recover and hopefully return fire.
He is hearing audio inside. Maybe that's why he did jump up. Oh, it's just a scav.
I appreciate the spray down on those scavs, because I can tell you now, I no longer hold back when it comes to mag dumping scavs. The amount of times I've been returned to the lobby by them this wipe, do not trust them.
Yeah, he took zero chances on that. A lot of people would kind of swing out and do a single tap or two tap, try to get that headshot. But if it's a 7mm buckshot, you know, welcome to Tarkov.
That's it. Everyone has that
I killed Trevi.
7mm buckshot from 100 meters away story.
Not Trevi, I feel like
Exactly.
I can't now.
Soft serve. This is quite a spot to be in. You know, can't really be sniped from any angle. Has a really clear view of that entry. Got to be careful. You can get stuck on the sandbags there. There is a little gap on the side. Really focused on that front entry. I wonder if Soft Service heard something earlier.
Yeah, we just saw that laser on the wall next to her. She must have just missed it.
Expecting that push up the USEC stairs, but no, back to the front entry. What are we looking for here?
Yeah, it seems like the PMC is right behind her. I'm not sure. Okay, so she's hearing maybe Rashala outside. Or is that Rashala dead there?
We did hear the call earlier. Rashala is already dead, but we haven't seen a body. Plenty of guards around though.
Yeah, I love seeing that. You got the 7 guards inside a stronghold. Just makes for absolute chaos, as we've seen pretty much all tournament long.
Ooh. Silent flashbang there.
This is a tough spot to be in now. In one of the busiest parts of the map, and you can't see anything.
Relying on audio right now. This is a tough, an absolute predicament for soft serve, because where is that PMC gone? We heard a PMC coming in via that side entry, or rotated around to the USEC stairs. Oh, there we go. I think we just saw Ms. Trash making the push in on soft serve.
Oh, there was
there's
another one.
PMC.
Okay.
That has to have been the one that came in from the USEC stairs. Ms. Trash putting in work. And there it is, the soft serve tag. GG.
Great work by Miss Trash there. I did not expect there to be another PMC there, but we can see why she was soft serve was so worried about that front entrance.
So we have just under half an hour remaining in the tournament. Schmitty on that was a moving point fire mag dump onto Trash Panda. I like how we went from like the relative calm of Ms. Trash taking ownership, taking stock of all of the points she'd gathered over at the fortress to just some absolute carnage.
This has been a little bit of a fight here, pushing towards stronghold here for I wouldn't know how to pronounce it. Grindco?
Grindco, yes. I'm going with Grindco. See, this is the thing. We make up their names, and that's their names.
But yeah, once you come up with one, that's what's gonna stick. So Grindco it is. Otter. Putting in a little bit of work here. AKMS picking up a kill. What's he getting there? Free. It's hard to tell. It's so blurry. Looks like an M1 possibly. How's a Razor in his Gamma? Took it off his AKMS. I think he was expecting to die in this one.
Got me
I think that might have been the case. There you go. Additional 2 tags on board.
Here.
We've heard that
That
there.
means I don't have to fight them. Those are good
Yeah,
names.
exactly the point that we made earlier. Seeing some of those tags, seeing those names, seeing that those players are no longer in your raid is such a confidence boost. X-Blaze putting on the parkour show like he always does.
Yeah, this would be fun to see him jump into Stronghold here and see what kind of points he picks up.
The third party there, still another PMC in the raid. Are they in the armory room? No. By the sound of it, they are still outside.
But you can see with Blaze's skill, he just pushed right into that room. He didn't even bother slowing down. He just pushed in. Whereas we see a lot of people kind of sitting and waiting, throwing grenades in. He just went straight Chad and just pushed in. Love to see it. He's trying to pick up, he's trying to catch up on points. That's why he's doing it. But that's how he plays too.
And that's, it's kind of the way that you need to do it, especially with, such little time left on the board. If you have the economy that supports it, just prioritize those points. Do not worry about your survives. Do not worry about anything else other than getting as many PMC or Rashala kills. If that's your priority, if that's your strategy, then you need to do everything you can to stack as many bodies as possible. Cryodrilic, I always get this wrong, Cryodrolic, taking out the PMC there, grabbing a cheeky milk along the way.
No, bro.
Cryo, another one of those really, really strong players. Surprised to see him a little bit lower in the leaderboard, but that if you're pushing Stronghold as much as I assume he has this tournament, it's sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't.
Yep, going by those scores up the top again. Thank you to Fence GG for putting those together. We could see definitely prioritizing the Rashala fights. Zeth,
and again,
putting
that's
shots down range.
That's 10 points per Rashala kill, so I can see why he's prioritizing those. And not only 10 points, but when you're at Stronghold, there's all those PMCs coming in, like we saw with who was that earlier? They had like 7 tags on them. The Rashala kill, the guards. Filter,
the Mandini raid.
That was
that.
absolute.
Right. What a highlight.
Crazy points over there.
You can see a little less well-built RD on Zek right now. And we saw this is the problem with the RD is it has great recoil and it's beautiful when it's absolutely Gucci kitted out. But when you're running sort of those slightly cheaper builds, they do have a lot of horizontal recoil, and that almost cost him the fight against Cullen just now.
Now, I do like that Zek did pick up a P90 during this raid too, so whoever he killed had a P90. Now he's got something that shoots a little bit faster for those CQB situations.
I love the P90. It makes up for a lot of my lack of skill. The high damage, high pen, high fire rate, large magazine capacity, virtually no recoil. Love it.
Yeah, and if he decides to push over to Stronghold, it's definitely a weapon that you might want to switch to once you're on the second floor or something. If you know there's somebody's already there.
Vibin back in second place.
Just gotta go.
And he's exactly where he wants to be as well. This is Vibin's home in this tournament. He runs the show.
He did pick up the kill on Blazed, yeah.
That was the one that we saw earlier with the dark tag, of course. 2 bonus points.
Here it is. There it is.
Here. I don't want to talk about it. I thought we were going to make it through an entire tournament without the broomstick coming into play. Yet, Legion.
Absolutely not. You're always going to see one of these come out in a tournament. And that's why
SVT on top,
look,
baby.
See, the thing is, it hurts me. It hurts me
SVT
even
on
more
top.
when players do. And look, you can hear him defending it. It's just, I hate that it works so well, and I hate that when you put it in the hands of someone like Legion, they can do this with it.
Oh, no, he goes down though. Third party again. It's tough.
Is it toxic for me to say karma for the SVT? No. Look, I love any gun, and I love it when players like Legion can put them to work like that.
One gun I thought I would see at least once was the AXMC, but nobody decided to pull it out yet. So nice to see the SVT at least being put to use. Miss Dunk just holding down construction here. Obviously hearing grenades going off, maybe waiting for that PMC, whoever's just waiting for it to just run across into the open for her. Because again, if you have an angle like this, everybody wants to run to Stronghold right now. That's where all the points are going to be. So she's just waiting for those people to just run over.
That's right, and a lot of shadows behind you when you're in that spot as well. So you're not that easy to see, particularly if you're wearing the woods garb that Ms. Dunk often does.
And this is not really one of those spots that you would necessarily check if you're just sprinting over. So you would just run right by this and she would just pick up an easy kill.
This is an oddly quiet raid. We've heard the odd bullet landing, but not so much carnage like we've seen in the previous ones.
Like, you know what
Over
audio
with
I'm
Preppy
talking about,
moving
right?
up
Like
behind the bus stop at the
you hear
moment.
yourself,
This
but,
is
like,
a
it's, like,
I actually
delayed by,
really
like,
like
half
this
a
spot
second,
here
so, like,
because you can
think
kind of
something's behind you
hear
when really it was
anything
just
that's going
your
on
own
in that raid,
step.
whether it be dorms, fortress, gas, and you can
No,
be there within about a minute.
I want to live this time, okay?
Yeah, this is a great spot to be. You have so many options once you're at the bus station.
Hearing those footsteps. Come on, Preppy. Get him.
There it is.
Tracksuit Gamer down. Well done.
Painting that tree red. Stifa in one here. We saw M3D fight here earlier.
Fuck, I was on single fire there. That could have been
Nice.
so bad.
What did we say earlier? The check for the single fire, but still using that mutant like it was a DMR gets the kill. We're seeing another PMC on the ground there.
That's just great work by Sheaf though. Like he wasn't aware that he was not in full auto and still managed to get that kill. That's just unreal gameplay. So many people would panic by holding down the button and just not knowing what they would just run out of, you know.
I was going to say I panicked and I'm not even playing.
Yeah. I was wondering why he wasn't full auto like spraying there, and then he even said it. Just I'm not in full auto. Oh my god.
But like I said, it doesn't matter if you're in single fire. If one of those single bullets gets...
Whoa!
Huh?
Like, what is that?
That is... That's convenient.
Just feeding them all into the blender, walking into Armory, cleaning up Rashala. That was... Does it get any easier than that? Like, that was unbelievable.
You put those 40 rounders to work, that's for sure.
3 points is what that is. Is that what people
I
have
was
been
going to say, you know, we're not allowed to do teaming in this tournament. I don't know if the AI can team with you or not for points.
It's a little bit earlier in the raid and earlier in the tournament. He could have used all those bodies as like like a hiding spot almost, you know, with making all that noise inside of Stronghold. You wouldn't know that a PMC is sitting in those bodies.
Hiding in amongst them.
Yeah.
Like some kind of zombie horror where you know you hide in amongst all the bodies so that the others don't see you. I feel like that's not Sheep style though. He wants to be out here. Unfortunately, going down.
There. It didn't look
No,
like
he wouldn't be in 9th place if it was his playstyle. That's for sure.
I don't know if
he's
they
just
registered.
pushing out and trying to get those kills, but goes down to the Apollo. Did have a PMC kill in that raid too, so he actually still picked up a lot of points.
That's right. And look, Apollo and Sheaf, you know, I watched both of them doing the most kills challenge a wipe or two back. And that was another big stacked pile of bodies and a PMC.
Where did that nade just land?
Are we going to see a Batman? Please, I beg. One more Batman before the tournament's over.
It's always a possibility. He just has to locate where this player
Where did
is.
that nade just come from?
They can come from so many locations at this point, you know, like.
It definitely felt like the train line to me, but I have been wrong before and I will be again.
That was a guy's head, right?
Very exposed right now. This is not a...
Wow. And this is what we were saying earlier. You see that one pixel move, and you just know that it's something, right? And that tan helmet didn't help that player at all.
No, it stood out like the dog's proverbials.
100%, just because I don't know where he is.
Smitty still hearing a lot of grenades going off towards Strongholds. Got a couple. Whoa!
What is bro doing?
Wow.
Wow. I was waiting for the comment from Smitty right after that, and there it is. What is going on? What just happened?
So another 7 points is what happened. That's a great kill. And he's pretty close to extract if the boat is here.
Yeah. I mean, again, this is a perfect example of why you don't try those plays on players of this caliber.
If this guy pushes me, he could catch me going across this bridge, but I don't really see another option. I think going to our way up is even worse.
He's got a point there. He's hearing a lot of he's hearing a lot of grenades going off in that direction. So this is again on the fly decision making by tournament players is what you love to hear.
Oh, there it is.
No.
That audio, that metal, the moment you hear it, you know exactly where it is. And unfortunately, Smitty said it before he even started the cross. That if that player was there and they heard that, it was GG, game over.
Ray took some damage coming in here and managed to run all the way inside and upstairs. So now he's got the upper hand.
It's true. So much control from this top position. Trey currently in first position. 115 points from player kills. 46 from dog tags. Like, that is a high kill score.
And he's just adding to it there. Wow.
Just like Mandini, just like Sheaf, for Trey, the fortress, he's made it his home. This is where he is harvesting his points.
Yeah, it's the king of the stronghold is the players that are gonna end up on tops. There's so many points over there.
It's not over yet. Lots of audio. I'm sure if he threw a grenade, we would hear the yell of many, many guards. Page making the same crossing we just saw Smitty go down on. Might be early enough in the raid that there's a little bit of breathing room, a little bit of leeway.
Maybe carrying a filter here?
Yeah, you can see the little yellow overweight. That grenade comes in. Just wallbanging through the bush before they can get the extract. Now we heard the death animation, but sorry, the death noise. Sure. But yeah, what is it? The rule number 2, the double tap.
Double tap. Another MP7.
Yeah.
And potentially a second filter. To not even check for it. There might have been some tags on there, or maybe Paige is going to do a bag drop here to go grab the other bag. What are we going to see happen? No, we're leaving. We're leaving. Which look probably makes sense, right? Those filters are 13 kilograms a piece, and there is a long way for Paige to go.
Yeah, it's just gotta go all the way across the map, and you don't know what you're gonna encounter in between here and there. So, and you can see she hasn't extracted any filters yet. Now, it could be a strategy they switched up to like, hey, let's grab some filters now at the end of the tournament. Maybe earlier on they were just looking for PvP. So.
Well, that's it. We can see a couple of PMC kills there. A Rashala kill, quite a few scab kills as well. There it is. I'm counting that. Trevi, thank you, sir. I'm calling that a Batman. I'm putting that one in the book.
You're just waiting for that. That was a great play. I love seeing people jump out of that front side there because you don't take as much damage as if you do the true Batman jumping from the second for the first floor. But that was quite the Chad play. SVDS? SVDS.
We know who we're watching.
17th place, 60 points from PMC kills. Just putting an absolute clinic on with the SVDS during the tournament. Like, again, you're just single firing. Here we go. Give me a tough fight for him. Look how fast he's shooting that thing. Wow.
I cannot get over how good with the SVD Wait I'm Cheating is.
Yeah, it's an SE5 grip helps so much for the recoil control and ergo when you're using that SVDS for hipfire. I can see why he does such a good job with it. He's got a really good build for it.
I will definitely be jumping over to his stream a little bit later on and checking out any of the builds that he has on Discord. And again, for anyone in chat, this is a perfect opportunity to see some of the amazing builds, the amazing plays. Jump over into any of the streamers that you like, drop them a follow.
Wow, great work there by M.
I have a laser, brother. I need that.
The same thing that we've seen time and time again.
Oh, there's another guy in here.
Cool as a cucumber, landing those point fire headshots. Just beautiful, chef's kiss.
No panic, just
How goes it?
get the kills and move along.
We're hearing some VoIP here from Soft Serve.
Got him. GG's.
Wow.
Not taking too much damage. A shot to the thorax there. Armor
Who was that?
keeping Soft Serve in the fight.
I love that it was a
He
VoIP
said he
interaction.
traded
She
his
ended up with the
Cypress
kill
cap in there.
again. When you VoIP, it's always best to come out on top, right?
Next shredder.
Next shredder,
Aw.
there you go. With a very nice RSAS build there.
Take your gun, boy.
That's okay. They won't be getting it back on insurance.
Come on.
Smitty with the stretch res into the fight. We see the jump across here.
The information
Smitty's
jump,
not-
yep.
That's it.
What
Smitty's
is
not
that?
phased. See the reaction
What the
there, though.
fuck is that?
The tracking. We're about to tick into the final 10 minutes, which means that many of our players will now be in their final raids or getting ready to load up into their final raids. That felt like a good headshot to me there.
There's nothing but the head to shoot at there, and he put it the cursor exactly where it needed to. That was great.
Preppy going down, might have enough time to get into another raid, not too sure, but Smitty doing what Smitty does best, and that is return players to the lobby.
And he's going to check for that filter to see, and then he'll probably extract and maybe reset. Still have a little bit of time to go over to Stronghold and try to pick up at least... how many points would it be then? 10 for Rashala, 7 guards... 24 points? Is it 2 points per? God, I have the points here.
2 points per tag?
1 point per guard, so yeah, 17 points. My apologies.
That is quite a few PMC bodies around. Potentially some tags for the taking. NLV. That is another big PvP name to have out of your raid. Squeakers. Still very, very quiet around the fortress. You would expect there to be more bodies around here, especially as people start to prioritize getting those final points. As we cut over to the left, who will be doing just that.
Yeah, the time is now to go over to Stronghold and just try to hold it down as long as you can. Pick up all the PMCs that you can. Just maximize out on points. Oh, that might have been his last bullet in that gun.
I was going to say that didn't look like a 40 rounder. It wasn't. It was a 30 rounder. I was on the edge of my seat for that one. I really thought we were going to hear that click.
Yeah, that's got to be a big sigh of relief hitting that last bullet on that. You could just tell the gun ran out of ammo. Oh. Oh.
Barry falling victim to Sheaf.
Sheaf,
I'm noticing quite a few people are no longer opting to fight over at Big Red. What they're doing is they're moving away and they're looking for the person who is rotating away from it, and that has paid off for both Sheaf and against Smitty earlier.
Yeah, and Sheaf's sitting in 7th place, so go grab that tag extract and get in one more, squeak one more raid in.
That's it. You know, it's always a bit of a risk. Does he try and milk this one? Or do you try and rotate in and do another? Look, if it was me, I would probably try and milk this one as best I can. You know, his armor's still good, plenty of ammo, plenty of meds there. Certainly, you know, not a bad decision to stay in here and try and maximize everything that you possibly can and get all 7 of those remaining minutes.
And you could hear him say there, he doesn't even know if he has enough money to heal, but he's got a lot of heals on him, so maybe he's just going to stay in this one as long as possible now. Being in 7th place, you want to just pick up every single point. Gingy right behind him, too, in 8th place, holding Stronghold down.
There we go. We see the 5-minute warning down the bottom right-hand side. At that point, the servers will shut down. No more players will be able to load into raids. You can see up the top right, all of our raid timers have updated to match that. We are now in the final 5 minutes of the Hunt Premier NA Major. On board with Gingy, who is getting those last few points, cleaning up the scabs, just daring any other PMCs to come over for a look.
Is it time to jump on the grenade launcher and just start making some noise?
I think that was a player. Maybe it's just a scav. I don't know.
I think that was a player just there. And that's an additional 5 points. And remember, you need to be able to extract with the filters or the dog tags for those points to count.
Actually, that I think that looks like a scav with red. Yeah, okay, it was the red.
Scav. There you go. Honestly, it looked very much like a tracksuit gamer to me.
Though.
Yeah, it looked like they were aiming up the shot, and she just came out with the upper hand, but now she got PMC behind her at Crack House.
This guy just, like, ran away.
See what she decides to do here. I would be staying in and trying to push over to Crack House, but I think she said there was a player over here. That's who she's looking for.
Huge number of points from player kills as well. 70
I
points there, 20 points from dog tags.
For this to count?
60 points on Rashala too. Whoa!
Almost gets third party on the jump over there. The player's already injured. Opting not to heal, in a much stronger position than that PMC. takes the kill. That is an additional 7 points for Gingy
Scared
on the
me.
way to extract.
Oh, there's
Great
another
work.
guy.
One behind her still.
Someone is on the prowl.
Yeah, we heard the shooting from Crack House earlier when she was pushing over to look for that player. So now that player is just catching up to her.
M with a broken arm, I believe. Painkiller effect. Oof. Makes me feel a little bit dizzy. I don't know about you, Bush, but I'm not about the new effect.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in. It's so hard. You know, we were talking about seeing a pixel move in the distance between trees or something like that. It's really hard to pick up on that with the new painkiller effect. So everything's so blurry on the outside of your vision.
We're still hearing nades going off over towards Glass Medical. But M not seeming to be too concerned. Not that M ever looks concerned, let's be honest.
No, not M. Must have been on somebody's heels here because he's really taking his time walking through.
Oh boy, it's gonna be a close one.
Yeah, I don't think 12's up.
No.
You can make that jump.
Oh, is he on Gingy's heels, maybe?
I'm trying to get these extra points.
Gingy making the right decision, heading to the extract, banking the additional points from those dog tags. You need to do it. We've seen it before. You know, we've had less than a couple of points between each of our competitors.
No, this isn't good. Yeah,
that's I'm trying to jump.
Fuck me. GG's. We're
Not gonna be able
stuck.
to extract the extra points here. Oh, makes it.
I don't know about you, Bush, but I never seem to be able to make that jump unless I have like elite strength, elite endurance, and you know, basically Jupiter needs to be in retrograde. All the stars aligning for me to be able to make that jump.
Yeah, I need those like moon shoes to make that jump. I've never made that jump before.
No,
but you can see,
no
if
point
anybody
there.
that's watching, if you want to make
Fuck,
that
dude.
jump, you have to take your backpack off and put it up by the fence so you can grab it once you jump over. You're not going to
Damn.
make that jump with the backpack.
Damn.
Unless it's empty.
Good try. Still got some points out of it, though.
That sucks. That sucks, man.
All right, we are going to go to the hunt trailer, and we will be back in just a moment. Hang around, and we will go through the leaderboard and close it all out.
Oh, I'm covering! Пацаны, я заряжаю! It's a fucking ambush! Shit, I'm hit! I see the end. Where the fuck are you? I can't have any rounds left now! Shit, it's trash. Hey, Daniel! Just let it pass and you won't die! Drop your weapons and give up! Do it now! Hey, Daniel!
And there we have it. The end of 3 hours of non-stop action on customs. The Hunt Premier NA Major. What an absolute event. We saw some crazy plays. Was there anything in that you didn't expect to see?
I think seeing Wade I'm cheating with that SVDS was not as expected. I didn't think he was going to run it the whole tournament, but he did an awesome job with that gun. But some of those plays, yeah, some ridiculous grenades. We saw that M3D grenade where you put it right next to the player. Just the absolute, some of those jump shots too. But did anything stand out to you?
Oh, look, I'm always a big big fan of the jump shots, but I will say I honestly expected to see more fights around Big Red itself. Like we did have quite a few in there, but if you ever watch the duos, everyone really centered around. If you had the Big Red spawn, you ran into the center and you battled it out every time. You did not move on until that. But you know, our players, they did that initially. That first hour, I felt like the entire time we were just watching people fighting at Big Red, fighting in around the actual shed building, and then doing the crossover. And then by the second half of it, people were going in, grabbing the filter uncontested, and then getting dropped as they attempted to cross back over to the main part of the customs map. That was really sort of left of field. But again, huge testament to what you were saying earlier, those medium to long range engagements. A lot of players running voodoos, running razors all the way through. Again, sort of what you were expecting to see in a customs match, right?
Yeah, just like I said, the long range, the reason I like customs is because you have that option of long range and short range battles. We saw a lot of fighting inside a stronghold, and rightfully so. You have Rashala plus 7 guards, all the PMCs converging. You're just gonna get CQB in there. It's, you know, so we were seeing a lot more fights in there, which was awesome to see. I was expecting a little bit more inside of dorms, but maybe we just didn't see them. But there was still a little bit of fighting, but way more in stronghold. It was awesome to watch.
That was definitely the focus for all of our players, you know, hitting and going to Fortress, whether it be right at the very start to try and get that Rashala kill, or just hanging out there late in the raid to see if you could pick up that PMC that was, what was the highest count we saw? I think, what, seven tags on one player Mandini had?
Mandini went off, and he was holding down Stronghold by himself. He had 7 tags, I believe. I think he picked up an 8th on the way out. Oh no, that was the next raid he picked up, and then he died. But yeah, Mandini just holding down Stronghold, and if you were the boss, other than Rashala, you were the boss of Stronghold, you were getting a lot of points.
Absolutely, and that was it. You know, we saw that if you won that final Fortress fight, you walked away with a lot of points. That one, we saw Mandini jumped up like 6 positions, I think, from that one raid with 7 tags, 2 filters, and the extract. Just huge boost in points. It was really awesome to see, you know. And this is what Hunt has always been like. The points are always set up in such a way that it is very rare for one player to absolutely break free of the rest of the pack. It's always really tight in all those money positions are usually always nipping at one another, and within you know, just one raid's difference, one really good solid raid, it could completely change your overall position.
And one thing I really enjoy is the fact that if you decide to pick up one of those filters, now you're weighing yourself down. You don't know if there's another party coming in to fight you. So it's really risk or reward at that point. But if you have 17 points from killing Rashala plus his guards, if you have a filter on you, it's still another 7 points. That's tough. I love how it's set up, and we saw a lot of points and a lot of great plays today.
That's it. And we saw it in the loadout that a lot of our players ran as well. You know, some people were coming in without a bag. Some people were coming in with like a really cheap tea bag, just something that, you know, if they happened across a filter or had a good spawn, they could grab it and deal with it later. You know, they were never really sort of out of position. But we didn't really see too many people running the Thor armors. People kind of acknowledged that, you know, with level 40 strength, you know, you have to think about the gear that you're running. How heavy is my gun? How heavy is my armor? And I guess we saw a lot more Karuns than I guess I was expecting. Is that sort of what you were thinking, given the sort of trader availability and things like that?
Yeah, so at the start of the tournament, they were given 2 Karuns to start with, so I'm not surprised to see them at the beginning. The Thor, yeah, like you're saying, that's a tough one, because we did see the one competitor, they had the Thor with an M1A, and they were already overweight. So it's tough to pick up a filter at that point and then try to get into a fight. So it's really, like you guys always say, min-max, right? Like, it's, what do you want to do here? But the Karund, yeah, you can buy 2 from traders, you get 2 at the start, plus the reset. So I'm not surprised to see a lot of those. We saw a lot of reduts too, and TV 110s. So pretty good.
Any of those armors that you can buy for rubles, you know, you don't have the flea on these private accounts, you know. These are all on private servers. They were not live, which meant that you were pretty much stuck with whatever you could scavenge in raid to then go and trade with, or whatever you could buy for rubles or US dollars. And ultimately, you know, that opens the door to a lot of different gun options. And we saw that. I mean, a lot of people really went for the RD and everything, but, you know, there really is a kind of a limitation on what you can buy from Peacekeeper and Skier when it comes to attachments, because you're reliant upon I guess the reset time and how many foregrips and how many different handguards that you can play with. Were there any sort of really wild builds that you didn't expect to see, or something that you'd be wanting to try after this?
There wasn't actually too much that surprised me, because the RD, I was surprised to see the RD as much, but it's kind of more because I forgot about it. But the MK47, we kind of expected to see that. Again, the SVDS was probably the one that stood out the most, because you don't expect to see it on customs. You know, like, you're getting that CQB, that's a tough one to point fire from 5 meters away. You're probably going to lose most fights, but again, wait, I'm cheating. GG's, man, he did a really good job with that gun.
He did fantastic. It has certainly changed my opinion on the SVD. I've never been a huge fan of it, but seeing that it is controllable, I was always under the impression that if you weren't able to take out a player in that first sort of 2 or 3 shots, after that, the point fire recall was like at the point where you couldn't even control it with your camera. But you know, we were seeing sprays through vans into new gas. That one particular fight, I genuinely thought that Wait, I'm Cheating was going to lose that one, but no, I was completely wrong. You know, he made it work, and it just shows how versatile some of these guns are now, with a lot of the recoil and camera shake changes that BSG have made over the last year or two. So yeah, amazing play by Wait, I'm Cheating.
Yeah, GG's to all the competitors. Great work.
And there it is, the end of another event, and that concludes the NA Majors. Only one tournament left before the end of the wipe, which will be the EU Majors, which is going to be next Saturday at the same time. Again, we'll also have drops enabled and some giveaways to do during that event as well. But congratulations to all of our players today who have taken part. And honestly, what a show they've put on for you today. And honestly, it was really enjoyable to watch. But I think it's that time we actually find out who our winners are and go from there pretty much. So as you can see here, guys, in 12th place, we've got Wait, I'm Cheating with 225 points. Sorry, it's top 16. It's top 16. It's majors, guys. Sorry. My bad. We've got Frickniff in 16th place with 201 points. Swift Ignited in 15th place with 205. Razzledis in 14th with 219. Ooh, 1 point behind. 1 point in front of Smitty Stone there, 13th. Wait, I'm Cheating in 12th position. 11th, we've got M3D. Look how tight these scores are as well, by the way. Zek TTV in 231. Rolliter 242. Sheaf GG 243. Bro, the point difference. Crazy. Another point difference. No Helmet Chad in 7th place. Gingy in 248 in 6th place. Then we've got Vibin 252 in 5th. Another point difference for Dillinger at 253 in 4th. Holy moly. And then in the top place, we've got Apollo C in 3rd place with 281. 6 points ahead of that is Mandini, who was popping off today with the PMC kills. And then we've got Trey in 1st place, 348 points. Absolutely bossed today's tournament. Holy shit. 125 points for the PMC kills. Crazy point difference for 1st and 2nd place. GG's to Trey today. That's I mean, it's standard for a guy of his caliber, but that's insane. But I can't believe how many point differences they are with the scores. That's crazy. I mean, it just
we said this earlier.
Yeah, I kind of see.
You've got to min max, right? It's got to be done, because you know, 1 point can be the difference between 3 different positions, right? And we saw that again today. Yeah,
there'll definitely be some potential people kicking themselves that they didn't go for that one extra scav, or that, oh, there was that PMC tag I should have picked up and I forgot to. Something along those lines. It'll definitely be the case. But it is what it is. Unfortunately, the event's over and the scores have been laid out. So yeah, next Saturday we've got our EU event. Like I said, we have applications still open. So if you're an EU competitor and you want to take part in our majors, applications are still open till I think it's 3 p.m. GMT tomorrow, which is 10 a.m. Eastern. So you've still got an opportunity to enter. You can do that by joining our Discord and looking in the AMPED information channel and joining the tournament that way. And we'll be announcing those players either tomorrow night or on Monday. So keep an eye out for that as well. 100 players again, same rule set, everything's exactly the same. But we've now got 12 Well, we've now got 16 players who automatically qualify as well for our next majors. And some of these people who came in our top 16 this time also came top 16 last time. It just shows the caliber of players that are getting into these top spots.
Like I said before, there's tournament players and there's Tarkov players. There's tournaments just a different animal. You can see why a lot of these players that are entering tournaments all the time, why there's like the same guys are always finishing on top. It's a whole different level of gameplay.
Yeah, honestly, GG's to them wholeheartedly. And thank you from myself, Philbo, and the team at Home Premier. And thank you again to all of our operations team and crew in the background who have been looking after our 100 players this evening and all their mods, answering all of your questions. They're the silent guys in the background who, without them, this production would not be possible. And thanks again to also Damien, who sits in my ear during the event and shouts at me for where to go as well. So thanks very much to him. Just to give you an overview, this is our team currently. We are looking to take on, we are looking to expand that, take on more people, etc. I know I've put out a few posts about crew. There's still a lot of people I need to reach out to in terms of casting and also to the crew as well. But if you're interested in being involved, feel free to drop me a message and we can have a quick discussion over that. But again, thanks for everything. And I will speak to you guys next Saturday. Thanks again, everybody.